Some people just want to watch World Fun.
Jeff nails another draft day.
Nailed
Makes
it.
top 5 has 98.
I got
Mason
more.
just loves him some Kevin James.
Fucking Kevin James.
It's the history of bad.
It's bad.
It's the history of bad.
So bad.
It's the history of bad ideas. It's the history of bad.
Oh, yeah.
It's the history of bad. LaCroix. It's the history of bad ideas. Podcast.
This episode of Hobie is sponsored by Hello Jeff. Save 20% off your first meal box with promo code HobiePod.
Please note that any comments, jokes, questions, maybe anything that we say on the history of bad ideas is all in good fun. And remember, we insult everybody. Our thoughts, opinions, questions, anything else, actions that we do on the show do not reflect any of our employers, organizations, advertisers, or anyone else that is associated with the history of bad ideas. And remember, at the end of the day, it's just a joke.
Welcome to the History of Bad Ideas, episode number 453. I'm Jason.
I'm Jeff.
I'm Blake. And I'm the intern.
Hey! No Jim.
Nope,
Suspended again.
Well, he was here for 1 week, so it usually is what happens. And Brian, you continue to do well with the Jolly Rancher gummies.
Yeah.
You went original, old school this week.
Sours weren't available. Take what we can get.
That's right.
I was going to knock in front of him the sours, but he brought something.
Yes.
It's true. I did.
So I mean, that promotion might be coming.
We still have that shrimp chips up there from Doug.
I brought something to taste test today.
Oh, what'd you bring?
Boy.
It's not what I wanted to get.
Oh.
I had heard that at Walgreens they had the Brock's candy corn summer grill out mix.
Okay.
Where they had like fruit punch, vanilla ice cream flavors. What was it? Other one? Popcorn, hamburgers, and hot dogs.
Okay.
And I heard they were disgusting.
Okay.
So I was going to stop at Walgreens to pick them up, and apparently Walgreens says it's August, it's time for Halloween, because there are Halloween candies out now.
Well, Hershey's did say that there could be a shortage of Halloween candy this year.
Well, when you release it August 1st, I'm like, this candy is not going to be good October 31st.
Starbucks has pumpkin spice already out in Kroger's.
Well, that usually comes out in August.
It's August 2nd,
But
people.
who's buying Halloween candy to give out on Halloween now? I mean, you're buying 3 months early for your
I'm going to
Halloween?
have to go hoard it now because they said it's going to be short.
Well, maybe that's what they're doing. But so they switched over, and they now have...
Uh-oh.
Well, I got the Brock's Candy Corn Funfetti,
Whoa.
which is like birthday cake flavored.
That looks awful.
Oh, terrible. This one doesn't look quite as bad. It's Brock's. It's not the candy corns, but it's just caramel apple.
Oh, that looks not good either.
Well, it's there, but you have to try it because I brought it.
Can
You have to take a picture for people.
Oh yeah.
They can visually relate.
I like the new rule. If I bring it, you have to eat it.
Unless you're allergic.
Yes, I will give allergies a pass.
I don't know, Brian. You want a promotion, you're going to have to eat some shrimp.
Nope.
Oh. I'm trying here, people. I'm trying.
Well, the
No, you're
intern
not.
can't bring his own outline to the podcast, so
That's
once
true.
he gets past that in the TPS cover sheets, we'll be okay.
It's kind of disappointing. It's okay, though, Brian. He makes the outline,
Yeah.
but he's
doesn't
not
print it
printing
out.
No, he's not going to print it.
Say, it is disappointing. I wanted to try hamburger flavored candy corn.
Hamburger-flavored Brock's. I wonder if I could get that on Amazon.
And I think they said, from where I heard about it, it was like a Walgreens exclusive. And
Okay.
like I said, Walgreens did not have it because they were busy putting out their Halloween candies.
I want this. I
And
never even knew it existed.
Their Halloween candies had tons of regular candy corn, but none of the summer grill out mix.
So this was in USA Today. Hot dog flavored
Today?
candy corn? Yeah. It just came out, so we
just came out. Maybe I was early at my local, or my local one said, "We ain't selling this. Send it back."
Yeah. I do like that Hershey's did come out and they're like, hey, there's going to be a shortage of candy. just so everybody freaks out and buys as much as you can. It's a great marketing ploy.
I wouldn't buy if there's a shortage of candy. Then the kids ain't getting candy coming.
That's what my thought is.
Are recession hoarders going to be as scorned as COVID hoarders?
Yes.
They should be.
Hey,
Now we should go out and grab toilet paper because candy is in a short supply.
I do have. I did get an extra roll of toilet paper.
You know, if you get a
An extra
bidet,
roll.
Yeah, well, package.
you get a bidet toilet seat, that's not an issue.
Ooh, do you have a bidet?
No, but I'm being lobbied to get one.
Really?
Yeah.
You know, I got one. I ordered one several years ago.
Yeah.
Won't hook up to my toilet.
Jeff will sell
Hooks
you.
up to all toilets.
Is it because you have an American standard?
It says it hooks up to all toilets. The thing they don't take into consideration is the
Water pipe?
Yeah, the pipe. There's not enough space between the pipe and the toilet where they hook themselves up
Yeah.
to fit their hooking in there.
Well, can you tap into a sink line?
Oh,
You can run a line and tap
Or
it
just
in,
put
can't
it
you?
in the sink like Melissa McCarthy.
Oh yeah, okay.
Just do it that way.
Yeah, just do it, yeah.
I'm
that's right.
sure I could, but me and plumbing, I don't trust myself to
That's
plumb.
true. Oh, that's true.
To plumb. To plumb.
You can trust yourself to fill, but not plumb.
Exactly.
I always thought that, I wouldn't mind a bidet. Let's get one of those. So,
I mean, I've used them before. I've been to places that had them, and
are they nice?
it is nice.
Well, traditional bidets, right?
Well, they're usually
are
traditional.
I used those as magazine holders when I was living in Europe. But there are toilet seat bidets that you can use to modify your American toilet.
America.
Kind of like Japan sells a lot of good toilet seats, and they've really covered that market. By the way, everything from lighting up at night to heated seats to red light therapy for your butt. I mean, all that stuff.
The
man.
Shark Tank had something on there for toilets with that light up.
Yeah.
You put it inside the bowl.
Yeah.
And it like disintegrates over time. So I'm sure that's good for the toilet water.
What they don't have, however, is the market share of squatty potty technology.
That is true.
Ooh, I'll tell you what. There's nothing more disturbing when you first come across your squatty potty hole in the ground inside a thing where you're like, okay. Because as a man, I mean, this is a whole new world as a man. I mean, and women, they're kind of like used to this stuff, right? Because, they can improvise along the way. They've always had easy stuff. Men, we've
I
had it
don't know
way
what
too
any
much
of that
easier.
meant.
Way too much easier when
Time
it
out.
comes to the number one.
Did
But when
Blake
it comes
just have a stroke? Because
Yeah,
I'm
so-
confused.
And when it comes to the number one,
Yes.
men have it really easy. But when it comes
Yes.
to squatting and doing number one, women have the corner on that market because when you're squatting as a man to do the number two, there's always a little bit of number one involved. But the problem is you got, shorts, pants, ankles, underwear, all that kind of stuff. And so it's a little uncommon. So when you're stuck with that first trip, let's say to Japan or to a place in Eastern Europe where you have the two places to put feet in the ground and you've got that hole to hit, it's a whole new world when you got to do a number two for a man because you're like, all right, hold on, I got a position here, I got to do this here, and you're doing the squatty stuff and you realize you should have done more squats, in your workouts. Or maybe some forward lunges and et cetera to get that, thigh strength that women naturally have from doing the squatties all the time when they go out to bars and have to go pee in alleys.
So what I just realized is Blake doesn't know
That's
what
right.
the squatty potty is.
Do you know what a squatty potty is?
I don't know what the squatty potty is, but you talked about holes in the ground.
That is not
I have
what-
experience with holes in the ground. Being in foreign
I
countries
don't
and
think
shit.
anyone ever said holes in the ground.
All right, what's a squatty potty?
Squatty potty is a stool-like thing that when you are seated on your
Oh, yeah,
toilet,
they lift your legs up
lift
for
your
the
feet
angle.
up. Yeah. so you
Yeah,
get the right-
okay.
It's
All
like Shark
that's
Tank
right,
angle.
That's true. We also had, problems in war zones with other people using the toilets as squatty potties, where they put the, the feet on the toilet
Oh yeah.
itself in the toilet seat, and then proceeding to do what they need to do. But it's all different cultural stuff.
Yes.
So I was thinking squatty potties. I was thinking holes in the ground, which is a whole different thing.
No, it's not the bar at the Greenery in Athens, Ohio,
Or the alley
or the alley.
behind the dumpster. Yeah, that's right. All right.
Hi, Brian.
Oh, hey.
How you doing, Brian?
I'm doing all right.
Okay. Are you okay, even though Nichelle Williams died?
I am.
Nichols.
Nichols. What am I
Michelle
thinking?
Nichols.
Why did I put Williams?
I don't know.
Nichelle Nichols. I apologize.
Oh, you did. It is. Oh,
Brian.
I gave you one job.
I know. I
This
did
week.
one thing on the outline. Sorry.
Did Stork hold a special podcast in memoriam?
We haven't heard from him since she died. So she was at the Cincinnati Comic Expo this year, September 23rd through 25th, a couple years ago. And
She's there this year?
no, she's not there this year.
Oh.
Have
She's
some
been there before.
And then he paused to let people know when this year's is going to be, then continued to finish.
September 23rd through 25th.
I just needed to clarify that.
Yeah. Sad day. But yeah, breath of silence. Okay. I don't know much about Star Trek, so I can't go.
Her former co-star is going to be at this year's.
William Shatner, that's correct. September 23rd through 25th. Get your tickets to Cincinnati Comic Expo. If you would like to see us this year, we'll be on the second floor, and we'll have a booth around there, so just go look for us. We'll be all on the second floor, but, we'll be in the room, and, we'll have a booth outside the panel rooms as well down there, so.
And we'll be at panels.
Yeah.
Hosting panels.
Yeah, moderating panels. I was going to say mediate, but I don't think we're mediating anything.
Oh, no, you can mediate like the NFL.
I thought you were...
September 23rd through 25th. You know what? You know who could be there? Deshaun Watson, because he has nothing going on September 23rd through 25th. Except being scum of the earth.
He'd probably set up a massage booth.
Nope, can't. He can only get massages. This asshole can only get massages from Cleveland Browns masseuse. Did you see that?
I did not.
No.
Yeah, he's not allowed.
Was that written into his contract?
It is. It's he is not, or into the punishment is that he's not allowed.
It has to be a same-sex masseuse.
They did not say that. They did not say that.
So he'll just get Cleveland to hire the women he wants to abuse.
So
That's what Houston did.
Well, Deshaun Watson, quarterback now for the Browns, Blake's team, came over from Houston. Was it $250 million guaranteed?
Fuck, it was like $250 million.
Yeah,
Whatever,
guaranteed.
all guaranteed, 100%.
He
$40 million bonus this year, a $1 million official salary, and it was written that way to sell their souls. So if he did get suspended for an entire year, he can only lose $1 million out of his $249 that'll get guaranteed.
He is losing.
It was basically a fuck you salary to the NFL and everybody else. So why would he go anywhere else?
Correct. So he was accused by 24 women at least.
27.
27
Allegedly.
sorry. Allegedly. That's what I said. Of
Civil lawsuits.
Yep.
Not criminal.
Basically having him make them grab his, junk.
Maybe.
Amongst other things.
Amongst other
Amongst
things.
others.
He liked his taint to be rubbed.
Really?
Well,
Yeah.
according to some of the testimony.
Anyways, moving
That was
on.
something
Well,
I did not know.
As Jadeveon Clowney,
Or want to know.
As Jadeveon Clowney said, dude likes massages.
So anyway, this asshole.
Well, I mean really, who
allegedly.
doesn't?
I mean, yeah, who doesn't? Yeah, I agree.
This asshole, settled 24 of those, or 23 of those civil cases. 24. And,
23 of the 24.
Yeah.
There's one holdout.
and then the NFL had a hearing with the judge.
And him and
Yeah.
his attorneys that let him negotiate his own fucking punishment.
Yes.
Nonpartisan judge, by the way, that's approved by the NFL and the NFL Players Association.
He got 6 games, is the recommendation. Roger Goodell, which
From
I'm sure.
the judge
Correct.
who made the ruling.
Roger Goodell can
That the
add
NFL
it.
and the NFLPA both said, yes, we want this person to do
I get
all
it.
of our mediation.
Yeah.
Correct.
So there is an option that Roger could change it, but
He can appeal it.
yeah,
Well, the NFL can appeal it, and the commissioner can then change it.
yeah.
So yeah,
So the
either side can appeal it, and
he is going to miss out, Jeff, on $338,000 or something like that.
something like that.
Yeah, which is 0.003% of his salary. So the guy's
Less.
got it tough.
Yeah, less than that. I don't know what he's going to do with that other $249 million coming.
Fuck him.
Hey, you know what? Winning cures everything.
Yeah,
He takes the Browns to a Super Bowl and win. They'll probably put a statue of him outside the
Yeah.
stadium. Kind of like the Ravens did with Ray Lewis.
and Big Ben in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, did you see Big Ben?
Oh, what'd Ben say?
Oh, Ben came out and said that.
Oh, yeah, the new players.
Yeah, he went off saying that Deshaun Watson should get a lot more because there's no place for this type of stuff and the sexual harassment and stuff within football.
Fuck him.
From the guy who said, "quote Take my shots, you bitches."
Yes.
Unquote.
Yeah, he's a
And
classy
that's not
guy, too.
allegedly. That was established.
That's a classy guy there. Piece of shit.
Well, I thought you were going to bring up about him complaining about players in the NFL being too coddled nowadays, and that's why
No,
they
he
didn't make it
specifically
back.
apparently came out and was blasting them for not punishing.
Can we
Sean
get Pac-Man
Watson more.
Jones his take on this next?
Why don't you? Why don't you ask? What's the Dallas running back? What's his from Ohio State?
Maurice Claret?
No, not Maurice Claret.
Ezekiel Elliott.
Ezekiel Elliott. Thank you. I was about to say Emmett Smith.
How about Adrian Peterson? Can
No,
we get his-
ask Emmett Smith, who did supposedly raised a lady's top and maybe grabbed an appendage there.
Ezekiel Elliott.
And he got how many months?
How many did he get?
He got a 6-game suspension, didn't he?
Can we talk to Ray Rice? I'm sure he has a good
Ray
perspective
Rice,
on this.
knocked out his girlfriend in an elevator on film.
On video.
On video, same thing.
He got 2 games.
Yeah, Alvin Kamara, nearly put a guy on his deathbed and put him in the hospital with a knockout punch. He's his thing's still coming,
Yeah.
right?
Ray Rice actually got more than that. No one touched him after that, so I guess that was karma, right?
Okay.
He never played again.
Well, he did
You did not.
spend a year in jail. No, not Ray Rice. I was thinking
Yeah.
Ray Lewis. Hold on, yeah, Ray Rice. Yeah.
Did you ever find Ray Lewis's white suit?
No, I don't think so.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, the Louis Vuitton bag that O.J. Simpson had.
You know what? Glove didn't fit.
That's right. You
must
must have
have quit.
That's right.
Anyways, on to positive things. Ric Flair did not die in the ring this week.
For his final match.
It's the final countdown.
How
still
old is,
counting
How old
down?
is Ric Flair?
73 years old.
73.
He looked
years
93. Most of the match, I wouldn't condone this, but people were tweeting out most of the match in parts while it was going on. And him and, who was his brother, son-in-law?
Andrade.
Yes. They teamed up to face Double J, Jeff Jarrett,
Ugh.
and Jay Lethal.
I didn't know Double J was back in the WWE.
Yeah, he is, but this wasn't WWE. This was an independent thing.
Oh, okay.
But Double J got permission to because he's not a wrestler for WWE. He's in charge of live events, I think, is what it is. So Double J is 55 years old, and he sold the hell out of that match. Ric Flair, at one point, faked a heart attack so he could poke Jay Lethal in the eye. And then, did you see any of this, Brian? He looked like in the last 10 minutes, like basically his son-in-law had to drag him up and lift him up. At one point, he literally had to put the brass knuckles on Ric Flair. So the good news is, though, I'm sure, hey, you made a point. So yeah, the good news is he didn't die. He did say after the match that he was going out partying that night, so that's good.
That's good.
Yeah.
Good.
But he did not die. So he has a pacemaker. He supposedly went to like 35 doctors and only one gave him permission, so they went with that guy.
Isn't one enough?
I guess so. The other 34 no. I want to see a commercial like that. 1 out of 35 doctors
A year or
approved
two
it.
ago, he spent time like in a coma.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was kind of like Randy the Ram from The Wrestler. But he looked bad. And he got a figure 4 onto Jeff Jarrett, and they counted Jeff Jarrett because he passed out from the pain in the figure 4. His shoulders were down. Ric Flair's shoulders were completely down because he was passed out just from exhaustion. He wasn't faking it. And so I did get a tweet from my brother. Isn't this a double count out? Like, this is a pin. He didn't win his last match.
It all depends on who the referee
Mike Chioda. His
claimed
last one.
he counted whose shoulders
Yep.
down.
So it was,
So wrestling referees are kind of like Major League Baseball umpires.
Yes,
they all have their own strike zones,
Yep.
and they call it. And same thing with the referees; they all have their own 3 counts.
Yep, exactly.
Most big organizations like WWE and AEW, I know you don't care, Blake, but we speak of referees, like if they see something happening, they have to they get edicts from the back that they have to call it. So if somebody does like a small package and wins and they're not supposed to, they still have to count that because otherwise it breaks the
Is that why they get
believability?
distracted?
Yeah.
Is that why they get distracted so easily?
Oh, yes.
and knocked out really quickly. Everybody that's a
And
referee.
wake up at the exact right moment
Well, of course.
for a 3 count.
They're talking about pins like that. I still will swear to this day, every time Kurt Hennig put on a perfect plex, his shoulders were down, not his opponent's.
I agree. The other guy's shoulders
The other
always
guy's
going.
shoulder is kind of being tucked
Yep.
up, and Henning's has both of his on the mat.
So before we get to the candy corn, since we're tying in this.
Oh, I already ate mine.
Oh, okay. Well, what are we eating?
I'm in process of.
This is funfetti.
Funfetti candy corn.
What do you think, Brian?
It looks pretty,
Now, is
but
it
it tastes like candy corn.
black because it's candy corn or black because it's funfetti? Or...
It's a combination of both.
It
Not-
tastes
not
better
the-
than candy corn.
Not the biggest candy corn fan. Funfetti makes that a little less bad, but
I want to see the person that is a candy corn fan.
I'm a candy corn fan.
Dr. Dana all day long and twice on Sunday.
Wow.
You-
It
you
tastes
mix-
exactly like candy corn. Go figure.
It has little flakes in it at the end.
You mix it with nuts, peanuts, or whatnot, and you've got like a payday bar.
Yeah.
Ew.
I mean,
Ew.
this is candy corn is essentially
is awful.
what's in the middle. Oh well, if you don't like a payday, then you're not going to like candy
No.
corn and peanuts.
Oh, that's a bad chalky one. Oh. Anyways,
There you go.
Um,
That's candy corn.
you can follow us on at Bad Ideas on
It's like flavored wax.
Yeah, pretty much.
at Bad Ideas. Are we at Bad Ideas Podcast on Twitter?
Yes.
Okay, we're at Bad Ideas Podcast on Twitter. Follow us there. You can vote for this Twitter poll of the week. Who is Ric Flair's greatest opponent? He's 50 years of wrestling. This
The
is a tough-
results of this were kind of...
Well, that's not the
I
final
would-
results. Let me get to
Oh,
the
okay.
final. So we had Dusty Rhodes, we had Sting, and we had Ricky Steamboat, and Hulk Hogan. Fuck him. In last place,
You should have put his age when he wrestled all these wrestlers.
well, he wrestled them all multiple times. Maybe the last time he wrestled them.
first match versus last match.
Yes. Hulk Hogan, 12%. Good. Fuck him. He's a horrible wrestler and human being. In second or third place, Sting with 22%, which kind of surprises me.
I was completely shocked when I cast my vote for Sting and saw the number.
Yeah.
Really? He did wrestling? I thought he only did music.
But bump.
Get out. Get out. Is that what you call music?
Would you
Anyways.
sing Don't Stand So Close to Me when he was in the ring?
Get out. And then it's a tie, actually. We had a decent amount of votes on this one. Dusty Rhodes and Ricky Steamboat tied at 33%. Dusty Rhodes was winning for a while, and then it kind of came down at the last minute.
I mean, they probably wrestled each other the most out of the four just because they were in the same territories.
Most of the
For the-
time.
Do you think I would say that I would agree with you on that with Dusty Rhodes. I think Sting might wrestle more than Ricky Steamboat, though. Ricky
Yeah.
Steamboat was in NWA for a little bit after he
Yeah.
left WWE.
Yeah, I don't even remember Ricky Steamboat and
Ric Flair.
Ric Flair facing off, or like when they were in the same.
They had
company.
3 matches that were phenomenal. The Chi-Town Massacre, I think it was. So Ricky Steamboat won one, I think, and then
Yeah.
Flair won. But whatever, Flair won the series 2-1. But Ricky Steamboat went there after he left WWE after he won the Intercontinental title. He left to take some time off because his son was born, and then he came back and went there. And they did some. I think they had a 60-minute draw. I think was one of them. I think one of them.
Was it Ricky Steamboat the Dragon or Ricky the Dragon Steamboat?
Ricky the Dragon Steamboat.
Okay.
Yeah. And then he eventually spit fire out of his that mouth. Remember when WWE did that? Hey, Brian, greatest wrestler out there. Can you dress up like a dragon for me?
No cultural appropriation there.
No. Just come on, man. It's good shit. It's good shit. I'm Vince McMahon.
Good thing we don't have to deal with that anymore.
Fuck him.
The early WWF, that was nothing but cultural appropriation.
Oh yes,
Are you a
the
Samoan?
Iron Sheik.
Yeah, yeah.
Nikolai
Sergeant
Volkov.
Slaughter.
Are you a Samoan? Yeah. I need you to be a head shrinker. I'm sorry. What?
That's right. You need to be a Pacific head shrink.
The best
There you go.
is Yokozuna. I'm Samoan. Yeah, I need you to be a sumo wrestler. What? What? Vince McMahon is no longer in charge of creative because he's a scumbag. Last night's Raw under Triple H's creativeness, first Raw I watched, and it was really good.
Did you watch SummerSlam?
I did not. I saw the highlights like going back and forth. I forgot it was on.
Seemed to be very happy with the way he ran it.
highest ratings in over 4 months at yesterday's Raw, and like the highest demo ratings, like between 18 and 36, I think it is, or whatever, in like since before COVID. So
now the next question is it obvious that he did stuff different than the way Vince would have done it?
We actually had matches more than 5 minutes, and we actually had good wrestlers wrestling.
Like the opening match of SummerSlam was like 16 minutes.
Yeah.
And it's usually like 3.
Raw had AJ Styles, Mustafa Ali, and The Miz. I know you don't like The Miz, but it was a good match. I will say anybody that's over 6'6" in the WWE right now should be worried about losing their jobs.
Yeah.
Well, okay,
Vince
here you
had
go.
a big, tall fetish.
So he's got the first one under Triple H. Everybody tuning in just probably out of curiosity if you are a wrestling fan.
Yep.
So you got to see if that sustains.
Correct.
Yeah.
For me,
he
as
did
a
it-
wrestling fan, it was great.
He did it with NXT for 4 years, 5 years.
Yep.
And now, I mean, most of them are in AEW, but
Yeah. Sasha's coming back, supposedly, in Naomi.
wouldn't surprise me.
No. You know, you get rid of the old guys that sexually harass women's wrestlers and you get a
weird.
guy in that's actually fair.
Respected by the roster.
Yeah, it's amazing people want to be there.
It's weird.
Shocking. Anyways, moving on.
I mean, obviously, Triple H is there for the women because he'll hire them as bodyguards.
You know who else?
true.
You know who else famous that had women as bodyguards?
Who?
Muammar Gaddafi.
So Triple H is Gaddafi?
No, I'm just saying.
Oh, okay. He was like a Bond villain, wasn't he?
In real life.
Yes. Yes. I remember growing up. And
No.
my wife and I were talking about this,
Yeah.
and I forget why it was brought up. They mentioned the country, Libya. Remember when that was supposed to be like the big bad guys back in the Reagan era, right?
Well, they were.
He was.
And then-
We just talked about Gaddafi being
Correct. But it was just like my wife and I were talking because I think we were watching like a competition show, and the one person was from Libya, and we're like, did they used to be our enemy? Like, what happened?
What country on earth has not been our enemy at some
Canada.
point in time?
No, we attacked
fought
them.
Canada.
Oh, okay.
We attacked them in the Revolution and the 1812.
Didn't we do that in French and Indian War too?
Well, they were French at the time.
and we weren't American at the time.
We were British at that time, so naturally we had to attack them.
It was
Naturally.
everyone-
Naturally, yeah.
Naturally.
We're natural enemies.
Naturally.
I love that movie by Oliver Stone. Anyways, first off, who says we're not a history podcast? Look at this history we're talking.
And a lot of bad ideas.
Yeah. Invading Canada.
Yeah.
Don't do
exactly.
it.
Who knew?
How dare you have free health care? We're coming for you. Damn you.
It ain't free. That's
And
why
French fries
40%
and
of your
gravy.
salary goes to
Okay,
taxes.
I know it's not free. Shut the fuck up.
And we can have the same thing. You just don't get as much money. You just don't
We
earn
don't get
as
enough
much.
money now.
You don't earn as much. Yeah, I know. It's,
Flint can't even get fucking water.
Still.
Yeah. So our taxes obviously aren't doing that job.
Didn't we just pass a bill to give them water? I mean, come on.
Flint needs to go buy some Propel water.
Yeah.
This episode is sponsored by Propel. Use HobiePod for your promo code and save 10%.
I will say that I've eaten so much sugar that I forgot about my Hello Jeff box this week.
Oh, what was in the Hello Jeff box this week, Jeff?
Fake, or no, I shouldn't say fake, generic SpaghettiOs with meatballs.
Are they really meatballs?
They are a meat product
Allegedly.
in the shape of a ball.
So it's like Taco Bell meat.
Great value spaghetti and meatballs.
Oh. Did you get a lot? How has the business been doing with Hello Jeff?
We're up 300%.
Awesome. Blake,
I mean, we're up to 4 subscribers.
I've heard more than that. Blake, how was your Pop-Tarts last week?
As expected.
Okay.
You know,
They were all crushed.
Plenty of stuff in the middle, a little bit of icing, but you got to throw away all the fucking edges. Fucking nasty.
They are.
Yeah.
You got icing on yours? I thought we sent out the uniced one.
Oh no.
I thought Jeff licked all the icing off of it.
All mine were crushed.
It was like Pop Rocks.
Yeah. I just opened all of them and just put them in a bowl of cereal. Just made it a bowl of Pop-Tart
So you
cereal.
had Cookie Crisp.
Basically.
So I guess I'm winning. Yeah, next week's the monster cereals, right?
Yes. And Jeff, I heard rumors that Brock's is doing a deal with you. That you're going to be giving caramel apple candy to everybody in Halloween time.
All depends on how the tasting goes tonight.
Okay.
But it's not the good Brock's. It's that nasty old square shit that's hard candy.
You know, I really don't like candy corn, but this funfetti's kind of appealing to keep eating.
I mean, it definitely is still the candy corn taste.
Uh-huh.
But it does have a frosting, like a buttercream frosting type flavor to it.
At first, yeah.
Why am I still eating this?
That's a
'Cause it's-
great question.
Because it's corn syrup. Hey, let me look at the ingredients. First, sugar. Second, corn syrup. Go figure.
Ah,
There you go.
interesting.
See, 2 different sweeteners, so you can get your coming and going.
Oh, that's what she said. Oh, God. Why am I eating this?
I don't know.
Because they're purposely made to be addictive.
I mean, I kind of like it, but that's me.
Give me something that tastes better. Give me a cigarette. Come on. Give me something.
You know,
Want a
the,
Necco wafer?
Oh, God.
the best part is it got the nutrition facts on the back.
None.
Yeah. The number one percentage there is 22 grams of sugar, 22 grams of added sugar total. That's 44% of the entire calories there. That's almost 50%. Closest next is carb, and after that is like cholesterol.
Carb up.
I mean, no wonder we want to keep eating them. Your body just went,
Okay, get those away from me. Get those away.
give me more sugar.
I have a heart attack.
Give them to me now.
Oh. Anyways, hi, Brian.
What's up?
Hey.
I like whenever Jason wants to change the subject, he looks over and goes, "Hi, Brian."
Because Brian's the quiet one of the group, so I'm just trying to get... Brian, did you watch anything this week?
I sure did.
What'd you watch?
I finished The Old Man on FX. Outstanding.
Okay. Good.
Yep.
Second season, right?
This is the first season.
They're making a second
Yep.
one, though.
It got picked up after the second episode
Okay.
aired.
One of my coworkers told me I needed to watch that.
Very, very good.
So I'm assuming he doesn't die at the end. Because then they'd have to change
That
the
would be
name.
spoilers.
Change the name.
We'll just have another old man next series.
The next old man.
And I also watched The Gray Man.
How was that?
I sense a theme here.
Highly, highly enjoyed it.
Russo brothers.
Yeah.
That's so
They're making a franchise of it.
Yeah, they should. It was good. Ryan Gosling, Chris Evans.
okay.
I know what the old man's about. What's the gray man? Because I've seen it, but I haven't read into it. I was waiting for somebody
About
like you
someone
guys
who's
to tell
halfway
me what's
between,
going on.
The white man and the black man.
Oh,
So the Gray Man is a CIA operative who operates in the gray. So they,
Who does shady shit?
yes.
Okay.
And
That's the black.
but not black ops, just gray ops.
so it's
It's bad, but not really that bad.
no, it's worse than that. But they operate. That's what they say is like when they recruit him into it. That's like Billy Bob Thornton's also in it.
Oh, well, that is the gray man.
There you go.
Slightly bad.
But that's like
So is it kind of off the books? We don't
yeah,
talk about
like
it.
The yeah.
We'll disavow it.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Like he doesn't exist.
So they're the
Like-
IMF.
It's kind of like a Jason Bourne.
Yes, and yeah, but it was
Project Treadstone.
it was a lot of fun. I read not all of them, but I saw like 3 or 4 reviews. Oh, it's boring, and it was not at all, in my opinion.
There was not enough fighting, Brian.
No, there was plenty of fighting.
Brian, there was not enough fighting.
Maybe there's too much fighting.
No, there was enough fighting.
Not enough plot.
There's too much fighting now. Now where's the plot? Damn you.
And then it was like one that I read said it was like too unrealistic. It's a fucking movie, idiot.
You know,
It's called
Yeah,
suspend
this is so unrealistic. I'm going to go back and watch Thor.
suspend disbelief.
Like, I mean,
I saw Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness. That's pretty realistic, Brian. You should check
Yeah.
that one out.
because like the Fast and the Furious is uber realistic.
Yeah. Well, the
is?
first one was.
The first one,
The first one is as close as you get to
Yes.
realistic.
Tokyo Drift, actually, it's probably the most realistic
Okay.
one of those films because that is a legit thing in
Thing they
Tokyo.
do, yeah.
Yeah, but I highly enjoyed it, and I can't wait for the next one.
The Gray Man.
Yeah, it was good.
I saw Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness.
The Multiverse of Madness? Yeah.
Oh, finally.
Well, we finally finished. My son finally finished WandaVision. We got through half of What If, and then it was just me and him one night. And I was like, watch
do
Doctor
it.
Strange. And he's like, well, we didn't finish What If. I was like, that's fine. Let's do it. So we watched it.
Yeah, it wasn't necessary.
No.
Finish
It was-
you saw the Doctor Strange episode of What If?
Yes.
Okay.
So it was good. I liked it better than the original Doctor Strange. I like that, spoilers, Wanda's a villain. Like, I knew she would become bad, but I didn't think she would be that bad. I really enjoyed it.
And you didn't think, spoilers, she was pretty much the known villain from the start.
I did not know that.
Like, outside of the opening scene where he goes to talk to her, then finds out, oh, well, I made a mistake in coming
Wait
to
a
talk
minute.
to you.
My son did say, oh, thank goodness we're not going to see her again.
Yes, we will.
And he's like, oh, look, let me throw this person that's blowing up into a building. I was like, that's my son. He does not like her.
You do realize they're in the multiverse now?
Yes, I know.
You have not seen the last
I
of
know.
Elizabeth Olsen in the MCU.
I know.
I think all the multiple storylines they can make now.
I like the Illuminati.
Especially with, what's it called, coming up? The new Marvel
Loki?
one they just... Avengers movie.
Yes. The Kang.
The Kang Dynasty
Chronicles.
or Chronicles.
The Kang Dynasty, and then followed by...
Secret Wars.
Secret Wars.
Yeah.
She'll, I guarantee, 90% guarantee, she'll be in Secret Wars somewhere.
I think all of us are going to be in the Secret Wars.
It's possible.
Let's do it.
I think they're going to have 463 named characters in the
do
Secret
it.
Wars.
Let's do it.
It will be scrolls.
I enjoyed it though. I really did. I was pleasantly surprised by it. So, Blake, say anything?
No, I just continuing on with Only Murders
Still good.
in the Building. Yeah.
Sting show up again.
No. Well, what we do in the shadows.
2 episodes. I gotta get caught up on it.
I loved opening. Was it grand
Nadia?
opening?
Nadia's
Nadia's grand opening.
the nightclub.
Yeah. Well, the nightclub is fine, but I like the side story with Laszlo and Colin, where Laszlo's trying to keep him from turning into a boring vampire. Laszlo.
And he's doing his Lego
he's like
YouTube
doing his
channel.
Lego YouTube channel with 2 subscribers, and he's like, "What is this?" And Guillermo is like, "Well, let him be him. This is what you do." He's like, "No, this is nonsense." So he's like, to keep him from being boring, he takes him on an art heist. Where he shows them how to break in, dance around the lasers, and and he starts asking them questions. Hey, do you know what? Do you know what? Asking.
Yeah.
Children questions,
Yeah.
and finally he just walks through a laser as he's explaining, as Laszlo is explaining things to him. But I think what is really funny is that they're taking actual children actors and
Superimposing his face,
CGI
yes.
Colin's head onto
It's
him.
creepy.
It is creepy, especially when they have a lot of hair.
Yes.
I'm like, that looks so weird. It's awesome.
I like that Guillermo stayed because he's like, this kid's going to die.
Yeah. Of course, I like, what was the vampire musician? What was his name? Richie Suck?
Yes.
Yes.
I thought that was pretty funny. I enjoyed that an awful lot.
I tried to get my wife to watch it.
And she won't watch it.
Nope. I think it's because me and you keep going every time we see her.
And of course, when he comes in when they're negotiating the penis size, with the genie.
Yes.
Wait. You can't make mine the largest penis in the world by shrinking everybody else's penis.
You can't make mine also where I suffocate from its own weight.
I did like how he was trying to figure out who his wife was, his soulmate.
Yeah, he's going through his entire harem.
42 women or
Yeah.
whatever, or men and women.
He's
Yes.
burning through his wishes like crazy.
Yes, but I have my wife. She's perfect. We gave her a new ass.
And new blonde hair.
New blonde hair.
Nope, go back to the other hair.
Oh, God.
You're burning through your wishes.
I feel like I don't deserve her. I need something special. How about a new penis?
Anyways, anything else, people?
But I do like the catch because, the old genie in the lamp, and when you make the wishes, there is the catch. And I love how they played that trope and how they went through these extensive negotiations about the size of the penis and the balls. so that the genie couldn't fuck him over until the very end where they made a mistake. He's like, oh, is that what you want? Okay, boom, granted. And then, they go to him on his side things like, yes, they negotiated very, very well, but I'm an expert at this.
Such a great series. I love that series.
Great.
Anything else before we get to listener feedback? Anyone?
You know what? The local BW3 in Harrison still has no Blazing Challenger victor.
What's the Blazing Challenger?
You got to do the Blazing Challenge.
Okay.
And you do the Blazing Challenge at the B-Dub. Mm-hmm. You become the B-Dub area local champion.
What do you get?
I don't know.
You get your
Title?
picture on the wall.
You get a title?
So you got to get the Blazing Wings.
I guess. I didn't ask. I just looked at it and I said, that'd be a good Hobie promo. Why don't one of you guys go do it?
One of us?
Yeah.
You're the one that eats
Nope.
there.
What a
can't do hot
promo.
stuff.
I don't know what it is. Go do it.
Hey, Brian, Blazing Challenge.
What is it?
Go do it.
Cool,
You know
I'm in.
what? That's right. You know what? You become the Blazing Champion. Maybe you can get a promotion out of it.
I don't need to know what it is. I won't even touch it.
Well, it's
That's what she
B-dubs,
said.
that's why.
No, there's a certain hot level I can hit, and it's well below hot on their scale, let alone blazing.
I'm 30 years past nuclear. I can't do that stuff anymore. I think my proctologist said stop that.
You must be 18 years or older. Must
All right,
eat 10.
Brian's in so far.
You got to eat 10 Carolina Reaper wings in 5 minutes or less.
There you go.
Nope.
Participants will be timed by a Buffalo Wild Wings franchise employee or a corporate team member. These are the rules.
Yes.
Remove
There you go.
all wing meat from the bone with the mouth only. That's what she said.
Ooh, sounds
Subject-
sexy.
Subject to Buffalo Wild Wings franchise employees' discretion. What is this, like the great outdoors?
Hey, you know
Grizzles
what?
left.
You know what? I have some, facial and name recognition there. I could probably pull off some good vibes for us there.
No drinks of any kind can be consumed while participating in the challenge.
But you can't afterwards.
Yes, bathroom breaks are not permitted. Here we go.
There you
Anyone
go.
who vomits or regurgitates during the course of the challenge is disqualified. Other than wings, during the challenge, participants cannot use any other food, condiment, sauce, including but not limited to celery, blue cheese, or ranch dressing.
So no other food while you're eating your wings.
Brian, you have to do this. You know what the prize is? Here we go. The prize consists of 1,000 blazing reward points.
That's good for a nacho side.
And the winner's name on select TV screens at varying times throughout the day.
There you go. Facial recognition.
Couldn't you just see
be
sitting
famous.
in BW3 and every once in a while you get Hackney pop up?
Hackney!
The winner's name will
That's
appear
right.
on the Blazing Challenge Wall of Fame for an unspecified amount of time.
Unspecified
There it is.
amount of time.
Let's see here.
Long enough for you to take your picture and get out of here.
Not like those bars
And
that
then
used
go
to do
shit
the
yourself.
Beers Around the World challenge or stuff like that, where you actually get it on a plaque with a nameplate.
I mean, no offense, that's a pretty shitty reward.
1,000 blazing points. I got over those from just 10 visits.
That's like 6 free bone-in wings.
You get like queso dip with 1,000 fucking points. That's
I
about
mean,
it.
no offense, we're giving away better prizes at the Cincinnati Comic Expo for trivia.
We're giving out better prizes out of the Nicolas Cage bag of socks.
Hell yeah!
But think about the free public relations we can get out of it if he's wearing his Hobie shirt.
Okay, so Blake, you're in charge.
All right.
You're in charge. Let's make this happen. I think Jim could do
There
it.
we go. Should we do it the week of the Comic Expo?
No.
No, we need him working that
Yes,
weekend.
Yeah,
Yes.
no excuses to be out. So,
All right. So this
Yeah.
would have to be post Comic Expo
Yes.
with the clause or caveat that they don't have a Blazing Challenge champion yet.
Because we'll probably tape a couple episodes at the expo.
Yeah.
So we might be off a week or two. Well, we'll have new episodes, but not live. So maybe we'll do it that.
Will his promotion be contingent upon the
Who,
challenge?
Brian or Jim?
The intern, Brian.
Oh, I thought it was Jim.
It's not
Jim
me.
won't do it.
Well, goes to you and me, Jeff. Nose goes.
I ain't doing it.
Oh, Jeff's it. Sorry. I don't know.
Yeah, I would fail. I would fail after what? 10 minutes? Is that how long?
5 minutes.
5 minutes.
I would fail after 5 minutes when nothing on the plate was eaten.
But you
What
can
if
get,
you like Novocaine your mouth, before going
they
in
wouldn't
secretly?
know.
But you can't really speak much, or else you'd be like,
That would be worse because you'd just be drooling Carolina Reaper sauce everywhere.
10 wings, 10 Carolina Reaper wings is rough.
I'm gonna say
Especially when you can't.
yeah.
jalapeno is about my spice limit,
Yeah, I agree.
which is
Me too.
about 1,000 times less than Carolina Reaper.
Yeah. What would Joey Chestnut do?
He probably wouldn't do this because it would jeopardize the rest of his eating.
The rest
career.
of his competitive eating challenge.
And then he would shit himself.
Well, he probably does that naturally
Yes.
anyways. I mean, look what he shoves in his mouth.
Well, I hope everybody shits himself.
Fucking
Not-
70 hot dogs.
No, he eats that and then
70
he
Nathan
immediately
hot
goes and
dogs.
throws up.
Yeah.
He does?
Yeah.
Are
They
you
all
allowed to do that
After it's over, yeah, you
And
go behind the curtain
for a certain
and
period
you
of time?
throw it up. No, you don't have to keep it down for
10 minutes.
18 minutes or you lose the
man.
belt,
You
Joey.
have to keep it down while eating.
While
I
eating,
would,
yes.
you know, this is bullshit, man. You could break the hot dogs in half and swallow them, separate them from the bun, drop them in water. I mean, this is fucking bullshit.
I want to see you do it.
No.
Okay. Blake, let's do some listener feedback.
All right.
Is that an extra musical instrument?
That's right.
I don't know if it was picked up, but well, geez, don't break the things.
Yes. There you go. Time for the bomb listener feedback brought to you by the new Japanese Yakuza out of Yamaguchi, Japan, the Snow Monkey Gang.
Oh, I saw that.
You see that?
They killed the leader.
It's starting to gain national traction, by the way.
the leader.
But we were, I sent that
they
to you
killed the
last
leader,
week.
but then the gang got a new leader.
Yes.
Yeah, they thought they could take the gang out by severing the head. But like a hydra, it grows a new one.
These are the monkeys that attack people.
Stealing babies
Yes.
out of houses
Yeah, babies deserve
and
it.
harassing streetwalkers and everything.
They had,
No, I'm serious. You see the video they got there attacking people walking down the street.
Yeah, but
They're like trying to grab
the
their
term
stuff
streetwalker refers to hookers.
Oh. Well, them too?
prostitutes. Pieces.
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
prostitutes. No longer
Geishas.
hooking, it's prostituting.
My bad.
Yeah, geishas and tourists.
Yes.
You know how it works.
Yes. Go ahead.
All right, listener feedback. We always start off with this one guy,
Ape hands.
7. Can't give yourself a nickname.
formerly known as
Doug. Big
Dad.
D. Oh.
Big D.
Oh.
Scab, insert your name here.
Yep.
He's the captain of the time machine.
I'm the captain now.
That's right. He's the captain
I'm
of the
the
time
captain
machine. So Doug says, for someone who claims to be a football fan, shouldn't Blake want a Roy Kent kit and not a Roy Kent jersey?
Mike dropped.
Whoa.
I have a correction for this week.
A correction for a correction?
A kit normally means the entire outfit from shoes, socks, shorts, and his uniform shirt, which is also known as a strip, by the way.
Oh.
So when you're talking about a football kit, you're talking about the entire ensemble. However, for shortness and slang, they will use a kit as, for example, just a jersey only. But I am still correct in saying jersey because that is a part of a kit.
Wow. Mike.
But now I've corrected Doug. I have to correct myself from last week with the joke that went over your head when you were talking about the Smallville booth at the Comic Expo. And I said, were they going to have a Shvim exhibit as well? Well, the Shvim, which I thought was the Nexum, which was the sex cult, that originated out of the Smallville cast. However, I was thinking Shvim, that's actually a D&D monster, and I didn't get it correct with the Nexum, which is the NXIVM.
That's
So
why I missed the joke.
That's why you missed the joke,
Yes,
and that's
I
why
missed
I
it.
had to correct myself.
Missed it completely.
Correct.
Brian, what are we doing here?
I got nothing, man.
We talked about Smallville last week.
I don't know.
I don't
Yes, you
really-
did. You said there was a Smallville booth at Comic Expo.
I did?
Or somebody from Smallville is going to be there. I guess it's the
Oh,
cult.
yes, we did say
Yeah.
because the John Glover.
Yes.
There you go.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
There you go, Doug.
Don't get branded while you're there.
Not
Yeah.
Allison Mack?
Yes.
Allison Mack.
She's in
yes.
jail.
Correct. Intern, don't get branded there. You don't want those initials on your inner thigh.
Don't go branding my
They
heart.
burn.
Maybe.
I couldn't if I tried.
That's right.
Don't go branding my heart.
All right. So from Canadians of the Year at Canadian of the Year.
How are the Canadians of the year, Brian?
Well, I do have a technicality on
I don't
this.
think your name's Brian.
The Twitter
Brian!
thing says Canadians of the Year at Canadian of the Year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't it be Canadians of the Year at Canadians of the Year?
Because the award is called Canadian of the Year.
We have
Yeah, but if you make
co-Canadians.
a Twitter account,
There's
Canadians
not
of the Year,
always
Canadians of the
two.
Year.
There's not always two though.
The name of
So
the
basically,
office is
all
Canadian.
past Canadians of the Year winners can use this Twitter account,
They could if they chose to.
Yep.
But they do not.
but
Currently.
they're not included.
Back to
So
my
they're not
question.
being
Not
inclusive.
all past.
There you go.
Because Stork gave up all
Correct.
claim to it.
Brian, how is Dr. Dana?
Didn't TPC Cafe drop their
yes.
claim too?
Yes.
She is doing well.
Controversial.
Good.
Yes.
She excited about the expo?
She's very excited.
Is she excited that the Harp twins are not there?
She was doubly excited when I told her that that wasn't
I
happening.
see what you did there, doubly.
Double your pleasure, double your fun.
We
have a keyboard over
off,
there.
We're so far off the fucking rails right now, man. I don't know.
I got a keyboard I can get you the batteries for.
Yeah. So essentially, Dr. Dana or Big D, we don't know who,
Okay.
says DC League of Super Pets is being called out online for a less than stellar box office totals due to it being a, quote, Superman, unquote, movie. Is it, though? Now, this sounds like this is a Big D question from
Yeah.
Twitter.
Yes, I can tell you that Dr. Dana does not read online articles about DC Super League of Pets.
League of Super Pets.
DC League of Super Pets.
Do you think this is a Superman movie, Brian?
It sounds like a DC movie about super pets.
Not a Superman movie.
The question is, how do you define Superman movie?
Superman's in it.
Is
and isn't
Superman
this
in it?
Superman's
Yes.
dog?
If Superman is in it, is a Superman movie, then it is a Superman
Played by
movie.
Keanu Reeves. Oh, no, he's Batman.
He's Batman.
So who's Superman?
John Krasinski.
Okay.
There's your answer.
I mean, in my opinion, it's not a Superman
No,
movie
it's-
because it follows Crypto, the super dog, not
Well,
Superman.
you know, Superman's only part of the Kit cast, so, you know,
Yes.
if you include it as the whole, yeah, it is a Superman movie.
But it's also a Batman movie. It's a Shazam
It's a
movie.
superhero dog
Yes.
animal movie.
You know what? Maybe they just didn't do it because there's like,
Maybe because it didn't look good.
and because Minions is out and that's devouring every child.
Yeah, don't release it against Minions. You're
No.
going to lose.
No.
I mean, it's going to make money.
Do better, Internet.
I mean, we'll talk
That's
about that when we
asking
get to
far
box
too
office
much.
news on how much money it
That's
may
right,
or
we
may
will
not
get
have
there.
made.
What else you got, Blake?
From the Pop Culture Cafe, you are allowed to watch one final movie before you die.
Okay.
What would it be?
I've got one question on this. Before you die, does that mean when you're done watching the movie, then you die?
Or just, there's just one
or
movie
it's
that
just-
you need to
it's-
see before.
And you can die 90 years from now, so it's not.
Sure.
So it's not.
I was
something,
thinking more on your deathbed.
Yeah. So, yeah, you would think
Well, I was thinking, I
any
wanna
Peter
watch-
Jackson movie.
Yeah, I want to watch that Andy Warhol movie that's 24 hours long.
Okay.
So you could live for 24 more
24
hours.
more hours. But I mean, if I can live, if you don't know how much longer I'm going to live, it could be longer than that. Then I don't want to watch that boring ass movie of just the sky for 24 hours.
So what are you watching?
I don't know yet.
Okay.
Well,
I'm going
obviously a Peter Jackson movie.
Okay.
Or who's the guy that came out with the 4-hour DC cut?
Zack Snyder.
Zack Snyder
Okay.
cut.
And I guess
That may make you die.
the question is if it's like say Lord of the Rings, where it's 3 movies, can I only pick one since the whole thing
Yes.
is the story? So what about something like Kill Bill, which was divided into 2
Nope,
volumes?
2 separate
though-
films. You
though
only get
it was-
one.
It was planned as one movie, but they just divided
Nope.
it up.
One film. Sorry.
Yeah. But that's if you're looking for longevity.
No,
Right. If you're looking for something that just makes you happy before you die,
Shawshank
what would that
Redemption. Shawshank.
I would want to watch something I haven't seen.
Okay.
I don't want to repeat.
Jaws 3D.
No, I've seen that.
Oh.
I'd probably go with the Big Lebowski.
Okay. Brian?
I always go with the dude.
Something. I'm trying to think of something.
G.I. Joe?
that everyone said was great. I want to watch something great. Something
Okay.
that is I'm anticipating enjoying.
Blazing
Suck if I
Saddles
didn't.
is pretty
Seen it,
funny, but it's
I-
also long too. Feels long sometimes.
Yeah.
But I don't know what that movie is.
Brian, what do you got?
It's a good question.
That's why it's on here.
Which Rocky movie would it be?
Ooh.
5.
So you would be happy to die after it.
That's a challenging question.
Come back to it.
I will.
Okay.
Mr.
It is.
Manny.
Mystery Alaska? What?
Mr. Alaska would be a good one,
Yeah, that's a good one.
good deep.
Major League?
but I've seen it.
I know.
Yeah. Bull Durham.
Nah.
No.
It's a little overrated.
I disagree with you.
Yeah.
Well, Bull
Oh, I was
Durham.
thinking just baseball theme. Movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Bull Durham is Kevin Costner's third best baseball movie.
For the love of the game.
Yeah.
Okay, what else we got?
I mean, these are deep questions here that
Brian's going to come
I have
back
to
to
think
it.
about for a while.
I know.
What?
Well, for you, not for me.
What's that?
What was the name?
Can
of that
Jessica
movie?
Jones be considered a movie?
Sure, but the Jerry Lewis clown movie,
Oh, God. Send in the
My
clowns.
God, send in the clown.
The Day the Laughter died.
The Day the Laughter Died. Yes,
Oh, my God. Fuck
because
that
no one
movie.
gets to see that. I might be the only person to
That's
ever
true.
see it.
That's true.
Yeah, that is true.
Well, if that's
But
the
I
case,
actually want to enjoy a movie. So
well, if that's the
probably
case,
not, but-
I'm doing Batgirl then, because no one's seeing that from HBO Max because Warner Brothers scrapped it today.
$100 million.
$100 million. The movie's done.
Yeah.
It did not do well in test audiences.
they spent $100 million on it.
Yes.
They're not even going to put it on.
Nope. Why wouldn't you?
I mean, if you paid the money for it, you might as well let people see it.
They said it's going. Sorry, go ahead.
That was my thought. Why wouldn't you just put it out there and let people decide for themselves if they wanted to go see it?
They said it would destroy do irreparable harm to the DC universe. I'm like, really?
Okay, one, there is no DC universe. They're even getting rid of
Yes.
the DC universe. And is it going to do more harm than Catwoman did?
Well, Benjamin Bratt was in that one.
Yeah. Is it going to do more harm than putting out a movie with Ezra Miller in it?
Well, that's the other thing. Like, why are you not doing this?
I
Michael Keaton's in Batgirl too.
just don't get it. Like, that doesn't make
No.
any sense.
No.
Michael Keaton was in Batgirl?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I'm going to see Batgirl, Jeff. That's the movie I want.
I'm so glad you said that because I got my hair cut at the barber, right? And when I go in and get my haircuts, he always has either golf on, horse racing, or some weird Turner Classic movies. And I went in there and he had Kissing Cousins with Elvis Presley. And I was forced to watch the last 20 minutes, the big song and dance routines where
Yes.
Elvis Presley was playing himself and his cousin, which looked exactly like him with a bad blonde hair dye. And one of Elvis's squeezes, was a nice little looking lady. And I kept looking at her. I'm like, I know her from somewhere. Who is she? So I had to look it up when I got done because I was asking him all kinds of questions. It's pretty funny, but he knows a lot of weird shit. Anyways, he's an old barber dude. So I had a lot of fun looking it up. And I'm like, holy shit, that was Yvonne Craig, who was
Bond Girl.
Barbara Gordon.
Oh, that's right.
Batgirl from
Yeah.
the original 60s Batman TV series.
Good
I'm like,
job.
man, I was like, I know her from somewhere.
I like that the
That's who
film
she
is called
was.
Kissing Cousins.
Yeah, that was weird too. And there's a whole song about it being
Yeah.
okay. I mean, that was the whole Elvis Presley thing. He
Well,
really
it is
couldn't
Elvis.
act as Eddie Murphy said, so you just let him sing all his lines.
Oh.
He's with the army, and he goes to like the Rocky Mountains to convince them to loan them land to put a missile silo. This is like 1950s or whatever. And he goes and he finds that he's related to the Rocky Mountain hillbillies or whatever. And because his cousin looks exactly like him, and he starts making out with this other girl who's his cousin. But he sings about it being kissing cousins, and it's all right. So
I mean, if I'm going to watch something with identical cousins, I'm watching the Patty Duke Show.
No, Elvis. He's a great actor.
He's not a great anything.
No. Which then led my barber to talk in depth about Priscilla Presley and her relationship with Elvis and how they met in Germany when she was like 16 and a general's daughter.
Her best role is the Naked Gun series.
Certainly.
Yeah, I
Yes.
agree.
What do we got from Rachel?
Anyways, from Rachel Space Agnes at Baytog. I'm going to assume it's called Baytog, Baetog.
Tog.
Baytog.
Tog.
She said, would you rather, I'm assuming her pronoun, would you rather have an Ezra Miller as Flash / Michael Keaton as Batman superhero film, or a Henry Cavill as Superman / Ben Affleck as Batman superhero film? And didn't we already have the Cavill Affleck one?
No.
Or she's asking about our preference.
There is a Cavill Affleck one.
Yes, another
If you
one
had
is
to
what I'm
watch
guessing.
one. Would you rather watch a new Cavill Affleck or the Ezra Miller Flash movie that has Michael Keaton as Batman that's already shot and they don't know what
never
to do
be
with yet?
seen again, probably.
I would like to never see Ezra Miller again. So I'm going to go with the Henry Cavill Ben Affleck film.
Can I
Yeah.
have Ezra Miller if they superimpose Colin
Colin's head?
Robinson's
Colin
face
Robinson's
over him?
face on him?
Done.
There
Let's
you
do
go.
it.
But
Trademark.
I would be interested to see Michael Keaton come back and return as Batman. Although I did enjoy Ezra Miller's performance as the Flash
He was
in the
not
DC.
bad in
I mean,
the
it was
movies
good. I
he
mean,
did.
you would have to separate his personal insanity. Have they found him, by the way?
No,
in
I don't
the
think they have.
teenager he's hiding or something?
No. Allegedly. No, they have not found him.
Yeah. You'd have to separate the two in order to enjoy it. And
I feel bad
a
for
lot of people
Michael
probably
Keaton.
couldn't do that.
The two films, he came back from DC to the DC universe. Everybody loved it, and neither of his film is going to be released.
Yeah.
Neither Batgirl or Flash. No way.
Yeah.
If you take away Batgirl, you got to take away Flash, right?
If Flash tests well to audiences,
It's true.
they care about the bottom line. If they think they're going to make money off of putting out the Ezra Miller movie, I guarantee they will.
I would like to see that an Ezra.
I'm making a lot of guarantees tonight.
You are.
You're writing checks you're something can't cash. I don't know how that goes, but
Try it. Writing checks that you can't cash.
As of 4 weeks ago, they have not found him.
so last
So he's
month.
still missing. That's weird, man. I hope they don't find him dead somewhere. Or his...
Warner
Kitty
Brothers is
kidnapped
said
or
to be
whatever.
still contending with what to do with the Flash film after they canceled the Batgirl movie.
Because Yvonne Craig, is she still alive? I don't know. Hold on. I'll look it
I
up.
don't
My
think
question
she is,
is-
but I could be wrong.
Elliot Page is being considered to replace Ezra Miller as the Flash.
No, I think that was a bunch of people started tweeting that out. That
Oh,
they should.
okay.
Maybe they are considering it, but it's not like that close.
Gotcha.
Yvonne Craig passed away in August of 2015.
Oh, okay. Good thing we're up to date on that. Speaking of the Flash, did you see the CW show?
I've seen
Flash?
it, yes.
Yes, it's ending the season.
Oh, it's still on.
Yeah, ninth season is the last season. 13 episodes. The best part is the one article I read today. They're like, it was kind of doomed by the season 4 when every villain was faster than Barry. I was like, that was our argument.
Season 4 was doomed, so we did 5 more.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I think starting in season.
I think they got rid of the everyone was faster by then.
Oh, really?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
I stopped watching.
What else we got? Let's wrap this up.
Wrapping up from Professor Number One at Dr. Number One. He says, can we get the hosts of Hobie to be on this show? Netflix is making a series about how to build a sex room.
Yeah, because our input would be real good.
Well, first there would be a tree.
Yes, yes. You have to.
With a glory hole.
The outside is just woods.
And secret storage.
Yep,
Yeah, for your porn stash.
yep. Unless you use the tree app.
Yeah. Well, this is a room.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
There'd be the door for the priest to hide in.
Wow.
Wait a minute.
call that the
that's
priest
not
hole.
that's not my sex room.
If it's a Hobie sex room, it is.
Are you going to write a check for that too?
I'm not guaranteeing a damn thing on that.
Red velvet carpet everywhere. I feel like.
You had velvet carpet?
Oh, I think so.
You can have a jar of.
You know that stains pretty easily.
I'm not cleaning it.
You can have a jar of.
No, you're throwing it away because that's what you'll have to do once you get it all over the velvet.
You can have a jar of E-pills and a jar of Jolly Rancher gummies.
Yes, and don't confuse them.
Or do.
Okay, fine. Not red velvet carpet. Can I get the red velvet ropes for lines? And then you open.
For lines?
He's planning on having a
It'd be,
It's not a room, it's a club.
Who needs hero-gasm? We have Hobie-gasm.
can we get a for him?
No.
Can we get a for him sponsorship? So delivered. ED medication to the door. Put that in the third jar.
Discreetly. Brian, what do you got over there?
He's scared. You know who should be scared?
What?
I think there might be children out in the green room.
They're fine. The door's closed.
Chips, dips, chains, and whips.
No one in this room is the Bob Vila of sex rooms. I will say that.
You open up the door, it's just like falling over.
That's right. That's right. It's not the Bob Vila. It's the Magnolia Channels.
Yeah.
Sex room. Yeah.
It would look like the table stand that Michael Scott built in that episode. Michael, I'm just so bad at this stuff.
I say we're just designing. We're not actually building. We'll
Correct.
Have some of Jan's candles in there too.
Well, see, this doesn't
Serenity by
say
Jan.
this doesn't say that they're making a series about designing it.
Just
It says building it. So
We gotta have a design to build.
I'm just saying.
Who's an
So
artist?
somebody else is coming up with a design. So what we're
We're
doing is
actually- we're
building
we're
it.
the
You're in
carpenters.
trouble.
So,
Jason's not allowed to paint.
Everything's from IKEA.
yeah,
You're gonna have to put it together.
I love the IKEA sex swing. It's fine.
No, I've got no problem putting together IKEA furniture. and
That's
whatnot.
where you get the meatballs for the Hello Jeff box.
Those
God,
are horse balls.
maybe.
Maybe.
Only if you get the ones in Europe.
So,
Oh, wasn't it like at the night? What was it? What we do in the shadows? The night watch? No, the night fair, night market.
Night market.
The night market where they go into the.
Jason's
where they,
behind. He hasn't seen the night market.
oh, you go in the night market. And you go into
Spoilers,
the
Jason.
Swedish witches, and they got Swedish witch furniture that looks like IKEA.
Yeah, you have to visit the Valkyries.
Yeah, the
I
Valkyries.
think so.
That's right. The Valkyries.
Multiple.
what's going on?
I have no idea. None.
So, since none of us are carpenters, the flooring is just going to have to be like that foam
Peel.
piece together that you get from the garage.
It's interlocking like a puzzle piece.
Yes.
Yes.
That's why you just buy.
Yeah, they sell those
beanbag
in
chairs.
packs at Costco. Just buy 3 of those. We're good.
Oh, what are you using this for? A garage? Sex room. I mean, that would probably
We
clean
got a
up quick.
huge Netflix budget. Just go to Costco, get everything we need.
Okay, we got the sex swing.
from IKEA.
Where do we hook it up to? Which of these safe-looking rafters should we?
Well, we're not building the rafters. I mean, I'm sure they'll give us a room. We just have to build everything
Yeah.
around it.
Well, you know,
Well, I'm sure whatever we attach it to, we'll attach it to the ceiling, and it'll just pull down drywall when someone
No.
sits in
What
it.
you do is you get one of those big stud things that you put into the wall, and then you put the screw into it. It's the same thing.
yeah, or you
That's
know,
what a sex room is.
No.
A big stud with a hole in it. Yes.
or you go like buy those lazy hammock things where they've got to, you literally buy the hammock and the 2 poles.
So
that
we're
you
having a
connect it to
sex
to sit
hammock
up to.
instead of a sex swing.
Yeah.
I think that would be less comfortable.
Yeah, but we have less.
Well,
to
there's only
screw
one
up.
kind of drilling involved, or screwing.
You'd be really close to the sponge floor.
That's right. The beanbag chairs. I'm telling you.
You bought enough of the interlocking floor that you get like a power jack from the cars. Here, just put that in there. What else do we got? We could probably put some couches in. Anybody got used couches we can use?
I'm sure we can find one on Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah, my old fraternity house used to have an old couch that we called the protein couch. I think there was a lot of sex on that couch. I mean, it may still be available.
Dropped a lot of milk on it?
Yeah,
Oh, that's calcium.
of course.
There's zero possibility that this show would ever be on Netflix. Pluto TV, sure.
Freebie. The sex room channel.
Netflix, no.
Okay, moving on. Jeff, give me some news of the geek music.
Dun 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 dun.
Variety MGM is developing a Drago movie, a spin-off of Creed, which is a spin-off of the Rocky franchise. Let's see here. It is being made by Robert Lawton, who was hired to write. He wrote the spec script, Becoming Rocky, about making of the first Rocky film, according to the Wrap. So he wrote this series, Brian, Becoming Rocky, and it was like the Godfather one that's on, but it never got picked up. But MGM was so impressed with it, they told him, "Hey, want to do Drago?" So
They were so impressed with it. Well, we're not going to actually use it.
No.
We're not going to buy your script. We're impressed with it.
He's actually was the one that did the backstory for Ivan Drago in Creed 2. I'm incredibly humbled and grateful for this opportunity. Approaching it as an enormous fan of the Rocky franchise, who happens to be a screenwriter, Lawson said in a statement to Variety. It's unclear if Dolph Lundgren or Florian Montono, who played Victor Drago, will reprise the roles in the spinoff. That would be the twist. They just have new people playing them. Let's do it. Do you care about this?
I like the idea of it, but Stallone is not on board at all with.
Yeah.
So it's Erwin Winkler is like he's the one that has been holding off Rocky from him all these years, and he just keeps coming up with these spinoffs and making more money off of Stallone's ideas
than the actual.
Yeah. I'm interested in it, but I think the only way it would be best done is if they bring the kid that played his son in Creed.
Yeah, I think you have to.
Because he was so good.
I don't need a Drago, the father prequel.
I mean, no. I would prefer it to be about the son, but I understand either way. But
so you don't want to see a movie about a boxer in Russia in the 80s?
Correct.
Okay.
I mean,
I will crush you.
Wasn't there an Old Spice commercial with a Drago character sweating profusely doing a Schwarzenegger scene?
I don't remember that one.
It's like they see basically it's like a younger, like they make him look younger, and it's like early in his career, and he's fighting.
Gotcha.
But no, I mean, I wouldn't hate it.
I have no issue with it. Creed 3 comes out this year. I'm excited about that.
It does.
Michael B. Jordan.
Did anyone see the trailer for Stallone's Amazon movie, Samaritan?
Samaritan? That looks damn good.
Looks really good.
It's getting good reviews.
To say sandwiches.
I could go for a
He's an old vigilante.
Yeah. No, I saw the trailer the other day. It looks damn good.
It's getting good reviews. They are not shelving it like Batgirl. No, it looks really good.
Yeah.
I'm surprised by it. Because you don't know, like, when you have the older actors playing that, you don't know how it's going to go. But he's done, his Rocky Balboa was good.
Yeah. I mean, and he was great in both Creeds.
Yeah. Per the New York Post, where Blake gets his news from, turns out starring in the hit HBO show doesn't guarantee time off to party like a rock star. Euphoria star Sydney Sweeney revealed her wallet does not yet justify a break to enjoy the lush life. I feel bad for this girl. Quote, if I wanted to take a 6-month break, I don't have income to cover that. The rising sex symbol recently told The Hollywood Reporter.
Thanks for joining the real world.
Quote, I don't have someone supporting me. I don't have anyone I can turn to pay my bills or call for help. The 24-year-old noted, wait, I thought she was like 16 as Euphoria.
Yeah.
The 24-year-old noted she obviously isn't broke because she does Mimu? I don't know. Langley
Miu Miu.
There you go. And Armani campaign deals, beauty campaign deals. But she doesn't profit as much from her day job as people may think. This is the best part.
Yeah.
Quote, they don't pay actors like they used to. And with streaming services, you no longer get residuals. She said the established stars still get paid, but I have to give 5% to my attorney, 10% to my agents, 3% or something like that to my business manager. The Emmy-nominated star rattled off. Quote, I have to pay my publicist every month, and that's more than my mortgage.
On a what? $1 million home?
Nope, getting there.
I think it was $3 million or something.
If I just acted, I wouldn't be able to afford my life in L.A. I take deals because I have to. She also has a $3 million mortgage on her L.A. mansion, but hopefully the golf course view from the front porch eases the pain, is what the article says. So my thought is...
The next fucking paragraph. However, the starter home.
is not in a gated community, which means fans can easily drive by and snap a picture for the internet.
Oh my God.
When the Hollywood Reporter suggested purchasing a gate, Sweeney noted she had really maxed out her budget by acquiring the property last year. Quote, I couldn't believe I was even able to buy a house. I want to be able to stay there. The White Lotus star has been open in the past about financial hardships her parents faced when they moved to LA to pursue her acting career at 13 years old. Quote, we lived in one room. My mom and I shared a bed. My dad and little brother shared a couch. Explained that her family ended up living in a motel.
I mean, that's what everybody lives in California, right?
Pretty much.
Well, if it's not a motel, it's the size of a motel room.
You know, you don't have to live in LA to be an actress or actor.
Yeah.
I mean, it helps, but if you have a publicist and a manager and everything else, you don't need to be right there in LA. The stress also put a strain on her mom and dad's marriage, so Sweeney said she worked to mend it. Quote, I thought if I made enough money, I'd be able to buy my parents' house back and that I'd be able to put my parents back together. But when I turned 18, I only had $800 to my name. You're 18! Shut the fuck up!
I don't think I had $800 to my name when I was 18.
I only had $800 to my name at 20. 21.
I was making $3.25 an hour.
Yeah.
I
That
probably
was minimum
might not
wage.
even have had $800 when I was 24.
I might not have $800 in my pocket now. Well, I know. Well,
In my
not.
pocket, I definitely
No,
do.
do not.
Well, Jeff can write you a check.
That's right. It's a good. I got IOUs. My parents weren't back together. I'm sorry. My parents weren't back together, and there was nothing I could do to help. Now, though, booking lucrative acting roles shouldn't be as difficult, especially since her grandparents. This is the best part.
Yes.
Her grandparents came out and said, "quote She had the best tits in Hollywood." I don't even know what to do anymore about this.
I can't even look at her tits. She's 16.
No, she's 24. It's just the play's a 16-year-old.
Character's a 16-year-old,
Yes.
so she's 16 in my mind.
So the character bears her tits in the show?
Oh, yeah, Euphoria is all about nudity, and they're like 16 to 18 was what their characters are supposed to be playing. It's weird.
So they want you to think
Yeah.
they're minors getting naked.
I
That's
watched
weird.
I watched 2 episodes. I was like, I'm out. I can't do this. I can't. It's weird.
But, you know, this story has actually been gaining traction, too.
She has a rough life.
You know, the
This
$3
was
million
this was a
mansion.
this was a magazine article, and it was like the cover of the Hollywood
Yes.
Reporter magazine. Like, how much did they fucking pay her?
Brian, she pays a publicist a lot of money. To which my thought is, work harder, work smarter, not harder. Be a publicist, right? Because that's obviously making the money.
Well, wasn't there
Or
another...
just start a fucking OnlyFans page.
Yeah, I was going to say
dumbass.
OnlyFans page, because doesn't she enjoy taking her clothes off? Didn't she say, oh, I love being naked, and I plan to be naked more?
Yes.
Or something along those
Or
lines.
don't pay all these people. You don't need all of them.
Or you have traction now. Ask for a bigger salary.
Yeah. You're an Emmy-nominated movie star. Come on.
So
feel
the
bad
good
for
news is these Brock's Caramel
Yeah.
apple things are not hard candies.
Oh. Oh.
They're spongy.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
That's rough, man.
I got the red one, and the red one tastes like ass.
What does ass taste like? I guess I
This.
should eat
It
the red one.
tastes like a Brock's red one.
I don't know what ass tastes like, so you're telling me this is what it is?
Yes. A little bit more spicy, though.
Especially after the Blazing Challenge.
Yeah. Whew. Well,
These are rough.
Yeah, I'm apologizing right now for giving a whole bag of these.
This is like a bad cider beer.
I'll go give it to my kid in a bit. Don't worry. Oh, man.
This would be
I
like
met your kid. He won't eat this.
it'd be like a Strongbow's left out in the sun for an entire summer.
I'm going to see if
Drank
there's
by
a
accident.
difference between the colors.
Is there?
I don't know.
Oh.
I had a green one. Now I have a red one.
Let's wrap this up. Per the Daily Mail, where Brian gets all of his news from.
Daily
Yes.
in the mail from Doug.
Florida rapper was...
Only when it's delivered.
No, I haven't gotten mail in the last 3 days.
Got mail, motherfucker. Florida rapper was gunned down outside his Tampa apartment just 5 minutes after he shared a post on Instagram, daring his critics to confront him.
I love it.
Raleigh Bands was shot in the parking lot of the IQ Apartments on Bruce B. Downs Boulevard in Tampa on Friday afternoon. He was rushed to the hospital but later died from his injuries. The shooting happened at 3:30 p.m., just minutes after Bands reportedly posted on social media the challenge for his rivals to come confront him. Quote, a lot of these N-words know where I live at FR.
For real.
Oh, for real. Okay, thank you. He posted to Instagram. According to Hip Hop DX, quote, I sleep in peace. If a N-word wants smoke, I'm at my crib in 5 minutes. After taunting his rivals, the rapper then provided his location. 5 minutes later, he was gunned down in the exact location he said he would be.
They stayed true to his word.
It took 5 minutes.
He was there. I'm here. I'm right here. Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office deputy said, we don't care, said they received a report of a man being shot in the parking lot. When they arrived, Bands was on the ground with a gunshot wound. The suspects, who fled the scene in an unknown direction, remain at large. The sheriff's office said that it's believed the suspects knew and targeted Raleigh Band.
Well, at least he was in their social media feed.
They follow him.
Yeah.
Quote, at this time, the shooting does not appear random.
No shit. That's some fucking genius detective work there. That's your fucking tax dollars at work.
You know what would be funnier is if it actually was random.
That would be, hey, look at this fucker just standing out there. Shoot him!
Let's get him.
Who knew that 5 minutes earlier he challenged you to?
5.
I do want that to happen now, Jeff. Let's see here. As the suspects and victim are possibly known to each other, they said. Bands, who was born and raised in Tampa, is well known for his songs Struggle, Reminiscing, and Close Ties. I don't know if that's 3 songs or one song.
Or all one song. Yeah.
I would say it's different titles just because the word "and" is not
italicized.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bands appears to have survived by a young daughter, sharing a photo of the child to his Instagram profile with the caption, "Hey, this is where she lives." Brian knew that was coming.
No, the caption of the picture.
Oh, yeah.
The actual caption, not your fake caption.
The only person I live for. Daughter's dead now. Let's see here.
What?
I'm just kidding.
Oh, great. Now Apple's going to cancel us.
Both supporters and rivals of the rapper have flooded his social media accounts with comments about his death. Quote, "Rest in paradise to Raleigh Bands," one person wrote. "So sad and senseless. He should still be alive," said another.
I mean,
So sand.
Sad. Sorry. Ever since I met you, you was always polite and respectful. I'm happy my kids got to share memories with you. My condolences to your family and your daughter. Periods, people. Help me with this. Periods.
It's social media. There's no punctuation.
Another user posted, "Not everyone is your friend. Not everybody is your partner. Fly high, baby boy, till we meet again, son." Guessing that's maybe his mom. But good reporting here. Another person. Some users mocked the rapper. What? On social media? And criticized his actions that are believed to have resulted in his death. Quote, "A rare role model to kids on how not to throw your life away because you are trying to appear cool on social media." Another wrote, telling the rapper that he asked for it. "Bro wanted to die. Stop acting gangster if you can't handle the pipe."
I'm learning a lot of slang in this article.
Nothing like the whitest people. Play stupid games, get stupid prizes. Social media has led to numerous murders over the years, including
No shit.
the killing of Pop Smoke after he accidentally revealed his address online.
Oh, God, I remember that one, too.
His real name, Bashar Baraka Jackson, 20, was killed by intruders in a home invasion at a Hollywood Hills house in February 2020. Hours before the shooting, Pop Smoke had shared a video on social media which revealed the exact address of the home. And didn't he have, like, watches and jewelry and, like, all the cash? Like, he was kind of, like...
Oh, okay. Yeah, I remember when we talked
And then
about
Sydney Sweeney should buy his house. It's probably cheap.
Oh, that's a good
true.
call.
Yeah.
That's a good call.
And she doesn't have to worry about a gate because I'm sure it's like roped off for evidence
tape.
and caution tape, police tape.
You know what she
not
needs?
cross.
The velvet
That's right.
ropes. She
The
needs
velvet
velvet
ropes.
ropes. That would help.
Yeah. You know how they always every year they come out with, hey, these are the most dangerous professions in the world.
Yes.
Is it rapper on there now?
I'm sure it is. People, social media people that threaten, that taunt others to fight.
Maybe we should have OSHA look into this.
My favorite. My favorite about the worst jobs to have when Norm Macdonald did his thing. It's like, and this year the worst job to have is crack whore.
Yeah.
And then the next year it's like, okay, this year the new list, and replacing crack whore as the worst job to have, crack whore's assistant.
Crack whore. Hey, crack whore's assistant. Yeah.
I'm worried about this piece of Brock's that is orange.
Eat it if you dare.
It looks more like a pumpkin than an apple.
Yeah. They were so busy pumping the apples out and getting the pumpkins going that they just forgot to switch them over.
I'll eat it.
Yeah. It's like Farva.
It tastes different. It's actually worse.
Oh, no.
Uh-oh. Jeff's dead.
Ooh.
Well, while you do that, I'll get you set up for box office news. We'll do plot lines next week.
I need water.
Box office news and world reports for July 29th through July 31st.
Okay, well, the top 5 in the box office this week. Number 1, as we touched on earlier, the DC League of Super Pets made $23 million in its opening weekend on its $90 million budget.
They were hoping for 25 to 30 million. Did not work.
Well, they just fell under 25. I mean, they can just give themselves $2 million and jump it up to 25 if they wanted.
Very true.
Number 2, Nope made $18.5 million, a total of $81 million on a $68 million budget.
I want to see this.
It looks intriguing. And maybe that's the movie I want to see before I die.
What's that?
Nope.
Nope.
Because I haven't seen it, and it looks good, and I'm hearing great things.
Okay.
But after I see it, then it becomes off the list.
Stepson of the Year Floppy Award winner said it's the best alien movie he's ever seen.
Ooh.
Okay.
Number 3, Thor: Love and Thunder made another $13 million for a total of $301.5 million on a $250 million budget.
Okay.
Thor's still doing good. Not DC League of Super Pets good, but
Correct.
Minions: Rise of Gru made another $11 million, a total of $320.5 million on an $80 million budget.
Good for them.
That is great payoff.
Yes.
I mean, it made more than Thor and cost a quarter of Thor.
This is unbelievable, the next one.
Top Gun: Maverick made another $8.2 million, a total of $650 million domestically on a budget of $170 million.
I like that return better.
Still flying.
That's a great return.
It is over $1 billion, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, worldwide
International,
it is, yes.
Yeah.
Worldwide.
Stop seeing Top Gun.
No chance.
But COVID is spreading. Oh, wait.
Stop seeing Top Gun.
Stop seeing Spider-Man. Upcoming August 5th of 2022, we have, for some reason, Easter Sunday.
Set around a family gathering to celebrate Easter Sunday, Easter Sunday.
Yeah.
The comedy is based on Joe Coy's life experiences and stand-up comedy.
I like Joe Coy.
Joe Coy's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not quite sure why they're releasing an Easter movie in August, but
Why'd they release Reindeer Games in March?
I don't know.
There you go. I don't know, Margot.
Also coming out, Blake's Laughter. Also coming out, we have Bullet Train.
This looks awesome.
Ladybug is an unlucky assassin determined to do his job peacefully after one too many gigs gone off the rails. Fate, however, may have other plans, as Ladybug's latest mission puts him on a collision course with lethal adversaries from around the globe, with connected yet conflicting objectives on the world's fastest train. The end of the line is just the beginning in this non-stop thrill ride through modern-day Japan.
Sounds like a Torque tagline.
Anybody we know in the
Brad
movie?
Pitt.
It's a Brad Pitt.
It's a
Sandra Bullock, I think.
Yeah.
A bunch of people.
Yeah.
No. She was in Speed. It was a.
Oh, my bad.
So
It's on the
is
Cincinnati streetcar.
Brad Pitt, Joey King, Aaron Taylor Johnson,
Oh.
Brian Tyree Henry,
If you don't know the
Michael
names,
Shannon,
you've seen them before.
Sandra Bullock,
There you go.
Bad Bunny, Zazie Beetz.
A lot of those people were in superhero movies.
It's basically a Brad Pitt action fight movie scene.
Yes.
Within a confined space.
It looks really good. It looks enjoyable.
Did anybody else
I
find
shouldn't say good. It looks fun.
It looks fun, yeah.
Yeah.
Anybody else find the write-up Brian just read so clever about talking about going off the rails in a movie about a bullet
Yes.
train? That was so funny.
What time of year was Die Hard released?
Summer.
Yeah, that was a Christmas movie.
Yeah, no, it's a summer movie. It was on my summer list of favorite summer blockbuster movie list we did a couple weeks back.
I was doing this mentally.
I can feel it.
I know.
He's poking at me, poking at me, poking at me.
What else we got, Jeff?
Also coming up August 5th, we have Bodies, Bodies, Bodies.
Marsha.
When a group of rich 20-somethings plan a hurricane party at a remote family mansion, a party game turns deadly in this fresh and funny look at backstabbing, fake friends, and one party gone very, very wrong.
It sounds like Among Us, the movie.
He's sus.
It is...
All sus.
Do you play Among Us?
No, I've never played Among Us.
It's fun.
Oh, Pete
I
Davidson's in
probably
this.
would enjoy it, but I've got no friends to play it with.
You can play with
I
us.
guess I can skip the
My
movie
3
now.
kids play it too.
All right, well, invite me and
yeah.
I'll kill you all. I mean,
Wow.
get killed by you all.
Wow.
Well, that's the game.
Yeah.
You're either stabbing someone
So
or
there
shoving them out
is-
the airlock.
There are
Who else is in the movie?
8 people in this movie.
Only 8? Sweet. I like
But
those.
there's 3 bodies in the title.
Well, 3 of them die.
Spoilers, no one dies.
Pete Davidson
No.
and Maria Bakalova are the
Okay.
only 2 names that I recognize.
Who's Bakalova?
Maria.
Nothing. What's Bakalova with you?
She was the girl in the Borat movie, the second Borat.
I never saw the second one.
Oh, it was bad, but
I like Brian's exhaustion.
Was that the quote unquote teenager that Giuliani was getting ready to
Yes.
molest?
Oh, okay.
that is her.
He was just fixing his pants. Let's see
Do we
here.
need to shut the door?
No.
Okay.
Let's see here. Jeff, give me some top 5 music.
Top 5.
You know, eventually we'll get that top 5 music that Heno's been working on for several years now.
It's going to be awesome. It's like Guns N' Roses, Chinese Democracy. Once it gets here, you're not even going to know. It's just going to be amazing.
Exactly.
Heno. Iowa Democracy.
El Heno.
El
to you.
Heno. El Heno.
right.
Iowa Democracy.
You mean Idaho?
Idaho, whatever. It's all the
Idaho
same.
Democracy.
It's all the same, right?
El
Iowa.
Heno. Idahoan.
Anyways, top 5 this week.
Taters.
That's all we make. Top 5 this week is favorite TV characters currently.
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 I had to make some corrections because some of those
And going
had stopped.
And going forward, TV also means streaming services, just to let everybody know. We had a question about that. It is streaming.
If you're set to the 4 main normal
Correct.
channels, we're screwed because I don't watch anything on regular TV anymore.
If it's up for the Emmy Awards, it's TV.
Yes. Brian, what do you got?
So that could be daytime TV, too.
My number 5 would be James Reese or Chris Pratt from Terminal List.
Okay. No one has seen that, but I believe you.
I believe you like it. You've talked about it for
Yep.
4 weeks now.
This is the 3rd week that I've
And
mentioned.
It's
And
Chris Pratt.
you've been talking about it for 4 weeks.
Yes.
Chris Pratt abs. Blake.
All right, so currently, if you've been listening to the podcast for the past couple months, I mean, there's only a limited number of TV shows I'm actually watching. And so I wrote down 8, but I have a guaranteed number 1. So with that 7-sided die that you and the intern used to beat Dungeons and Dragons, you're going to have to roll that 7-sided die and just give me one because I have no particular order.
5.
1, 2,
That was
3,
the
4,
worst
5.
sounding die I've ever heard.
There you go. It's always sunny in Philadelphia.
Son of a... That's my number 2 now.
Well, I didn't tell you who I
didn't
had.
tell you who it was. It
Oh,
might be
sorry.
a different character.
Yeah.
Sorry.
All of them. Ah! No, I'm kidding. Just Frank.
Oh,
And then everybody else.
my toe knife.
Because I like Frank because he's such
toe
a
knife.
disgusting person.
Yes.
Got my
yes,
toe
he
knife.
is.
You know, and everybody else I love just as dearly, but Frank's got a special part in my heart.
Number 5 for you, Jeff.
Number 5 for me is, I thought I'd just get off the board right away, Ted Lasso.
Good one.
I thought about possibly even doing all characters from Ted Lasso because they're all great, but I decided to keep one per property.
Yeah.
And yep, Ted is the one that I think. Well, obviously he's the main character, keeps everything together, but just his
He's the glue.
one-liners, his one-liners that he out of nowhere
Those are some good ones. And he's the happy-go-lucky hero that
And
you're
he
rooting
is.
for. You know.
Hey, Jeff.
Big fan of the Diamond Dogs.
Diamond Dog? So sometimes you just talk about shit and nothing gets resolved?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, cool.
You know, I'm kind of disappointed in myself. If I wasn't distracted by the blazing challenge, I would have gotten to that part.
Ah.
Ted Lasso.
Jeff, be a goldfish. Which is great advice. My number 5 is John Nolan from The Rookie.
The Rookie.
Really like him in that show.
I am like a season behind.
We're 4 episodes. We're finally catching up on it. It's good. I like
Yeah,
it.
it's just one of those things.
Yeah. Now they got a spinoff coming, so get ready to take
exactly.
that. Number 4 for me, he's not a good person, but the Man in Black, Jimmy from Westworld.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah, I got 40 minutes left on season 3, the final episode of season 3.
Oh, okay. You're on season
You haven't
4.
gotten
Yeah.
into 4
I was
yet.
about
But-
to say something about season 4, but that would.
I haven't seen 4 yet.
But
I have no desire to see 4, which is sad.
no, season 3 is getting better. Like I was against it, and now I've really liked it. I was in the episode where he's in the psychiatric ward, and basically he's fighting all his old selves, and just that scene is just amazing.
Yeah.
So
I
I
will
was
have
always
to say it did have stuff like that every once in a while, but the main plot,
when his young self, like the 10-year-old, I was good. I don't know what happened to you guys.
Yeah.
You broke a kid's arm and almost beat him senseless. Well, you know.
He broke a kid's arm off and hit him with it?
Yes.
Wow.
He was man fall off boy or arm fall
boy.
Jeff, number 4.
Oh, you gave 2 already?
Yeah, the Rookie, John Nolan, and the Man in Black.
Yeah, you're right. Okay. Yeah, this is where I stretched it a little for television. I'm going with the computer YouTube shows.
That's fine.
Okay.
it works in today's modernity.
Good. Then it's great. I'm going with the Ashley Johnson's character from Critical Role, Fern Calloway. She is the character that is all id and just does whatever whim suits her, and it puts everything into a fun perspective.
When Brian and I were playing D&D with her, she was really a lot of fun to play with. Brian, don't you think?
Yeah, it was probably up there.
Yeah,
like it was towards the top.
And this is, there's a bunch of great characters.
There is.
Yep, with Chetney and Loudna and Fresh Cut Grass. They're all great characters.
Brian and I really like Chutney. He was
Chetney with an E.
Oh, my bad.
Chutney was a different character that Chetney is based on.
Yeah, that's what he said.
I mean, we had both.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We had it for dinner, too.
Yeah,
Throwing pens at you, Brian.
the character it's all id. Why'd you do that? Well, that's what my character would do.
Well, her character would do pretty much anything.
Yeah.
What do you got for like number 4 for you?
Well, since we're talking D&D, break out that 7-sided die again. Roll it.
Would it be 6-sided since we removed one?
6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Stranger Things.
The cast?
Well, the TV show. He's
Oh.
picking his.
But
favorite.
this actually, I had as the seasons moved on, I actually changed from favorite character to favorite character. Obviously,
Certainly.
in the first one, it was L, 11, because pretty exciting, character, a lot to discover, and all that kind of fun stuff. Then it kind of like moved to like Steve, and then Hopper, but ultimately it ended up with Eddie Munson within the past season. I think
Everybody loves Eddie.
everybody
this
loves
season.
Eddie, and the funny thing is that I could name you several people I grew up with in the 80s that was an Eddie Munson person. With the T-shirts, with the attitudes, and the hair, and the heavy metal stuff. Everybody knew an Eddie Munson
music.
if you were growing up, especially in high school.
Number 4 for you, Brian.
Number 4 for me would be Kimiko from The Boys. Big fan.
Yeah.
Kimiko good.
Even above Mother's Milk?
Yeah. I mean, they're both, as I've said before, they're
They're the moral
Center.
but Kimiko also has powers.
Mother's Milk also has a better wardrobe.
he does have a great collection of
I love his
of
T-shirts.
hip hop
Yes.
T-shirts.
Yes. classic hip hop T-shirts.
Yes.
Not Raleigh bands.
No.
Strength.
Yeah,
Rolling. Reminiscing.
Yeah.
Is that
Or
what
Richie Suck. You know,
Yes.
Struggle, reminiscing, and close ties.
My bad.
Jason.
Number 3 for you, Brian.
Number 3 for me would be. We'll go with Miles Teller as Al Ruddy in The Offer.
Okay.
On Paramount.
The Godfather
Yes.
show. Blake, you're Blake. Number
Roll
3.
a 7-sided die, but throw away 5s and 6s.
2.
2, 1, 2. Umbrella Academy.
Oh no.
I'll tell you what. Started out with 5, but then became Klaus.
Oh, that's my number 1.
Yes.
Put it on the board.
Klaus Hargreaves, my number 1. He's the
Yes.
best character on television right now for me.
Although, can I talk spoilers now for Umbrella Academy?
I can go to the bathroom. Because I've literally seen 1 episode of it.
All right.
Oh.
Well, all right.
So you
I'm
don't
not gonna-
care about
I'm
Of
not gonna
this
do it.
season.
Oh, I'm
I'm
going to say you don't
up-
care about hearing spoilers, or
No,
you
I'm
this
saying
season.
you can talk about it and I'll go to the bathroom.
Can I say, when they expand upon his special ability, I kind of didn't like it as much.
Oh, I loved it.
You loved it?
I did.
Oh, okay.
I thought it
That's
fit.
generic for
I
you.
thought it fit the character so well.
They're okay with 1 when he's hanging out and chilling with 1. That was kind of funny. I will admit that. But I just, yeah.
When he was working with Reginald to increase
Yeah,
his
that's true.
powers.
That was actually very funny. I enjoyed that very much. All right.
We call it bus ball.
Hey, guys.
Oh, that was your number 3?
Yep.
Yes. Well, in no particular
Oh,
order.
no particular order, but it was
1 through 7, random choice, yeah.
It knocked off my number 1.
Yes.
Sorry.
I put mine in order.
Number 3 for you.
My number 3 for me is Guillermo de la Cruz.
Oh, I didn't even think of
Yes.
him.
Guillermo.
Good job.
And I'm thinking, well, I got to pick somebody from
I didn't
what we
even
do
think
in
of
the
that.
shadows. And I was trying to think, because Colin Robinson, or the thing that came out of the body of Colin Robinson, is that
Yeah.
the same character or are they different characters?
I think different characters, right?
Supposed to be new,
Yeah, well, at least
new,
they
character,
insist
same actor.
they're
Yeah, they
different.
insist. Be like,
That's not Colin Robinson.
like-
That's the thing that crawled out of the body of Colin Robinson.
be like, did you bring a human here? This is not a human. This is my orc.
This is an orc.
This is an orc.
Oh, sorry.
I look
I
like
really
an orc,
look-
master.
Pretty much.
Pretty much, yes.
I did like when they had Guillermo in the coffin. And that's been sitting here for a week.
What are you complaining about? I gave you extra
Oreos.
Extra Oreos.
And what was the drink? The
Mountain Dew? Was it Mountain? I can't
no,
remember.
it's the healthy drink. That,
Vitamin water.
no, it's the milky stuff when you're like dehydrated.
Oh, Pedialyte.
Pedialyte.
Yeah. It's pretty funny. It's just what humans eat, right?
It's been sitting here for a week. My number 3 is another series that we finished this week, my daughter and I, The Khan Family from Ms. Marvel.
The whole family,
Yes.
including the in-law now, the new in-law.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I really like that series. That family was well done, and they didn't beat it over your head, the messages, but it was so good. It was. I just really loved it. The family was loving. They weren't overbearing like you thought. Like
You thought
talked
it was
about.
going to be, yeah.
And like they supported her, and it was like, this is fantastic. The last episode I really enjoyed. The last 2 episodes were really good with the train, and then when they were at the school and that. So yeah, the Khan Family, great show. Number 2 for me is the cast of Sunny in Philadelphia, the whole cast. I just
You
love
put
it.
the whole cast.
I did.
In. You
I put the whole
Hobie'd
cast.
the shit out of that.
I do like Frank though, toe knife.
Toe knife.
Kitten mittens.
Yeah, Charlie.
One of my favorite episodes is still when they're all together on the Family Feud show.
I like Charlie and his milk steak.
I did the survey. One person. Jeff, number 2.
Number 2 for me is Agatha Harkness.
What?
It
Hold
was
on. Is
Agatha.
it still considered continuing? Because
But
they're making
she-
a movie.
No,
but they're not making a series
They're
too.
making a television show, Agatha Coven of something.
Yes.
I thought it was a
getting her-
movie.
Nope,
I
it's
thought
a
she was getting
show.
her a movie.
TV
Oh,
show.
cool.
It's a show.
Covenant of Witches? Or whatever
Yeah,
it's called?
that is it.
It wasn't
Coming
of
up.
witches. It was Coven of something. but
Madness.
Covenant,
I don't remember. now.
Covenant of the
Look that up.
Multiverse?
Yes.
But, it's its own show, so I'm guessing 6 to 8 episodes.
Oh, okay.
Chaos.
Coven of
There you go.
Chaos.
Coven of
Oh, yeah,
Chaos.
'cause Chaos Magic.
Best intern in the business.
And so, and all because Catherine Hahn's performance was that stellar.
It was Agatha all along.
And I killed the dog, too.
I don't like that.
Well, she's evil,
Well, I don't care.
and it wasn't a real dog.
All right. Well, then
played
that's
on TV.
better.
Blake, number 2.
Number 2, roll your 7-sided die. Throw away 2, 5, and 6.
1.
Yellowstone. I would have to say I really became a fan of Jimmy and his story in Yellowstone.
Yep. He annoyed me at the beginning, but man.
Yes. Got much better. Now, I liked Rip, but Rip was, could have been the reason I almost got in a fight at the Reds game several weeks back.
Yes.
He
He talks about that.
So he's a bad influence.
My wife loves Rip and goes silent anytime he goes on the air.
Really?
Yeah.
He's
she
a
loves
bad
it.
guy. Great guy to have
doesn't
on your
care.
side.
Yes.
Great guy to have on your side and fiercely loyal.
So where would she put him in an FMK lineup?
Oh, him and Pratt are dueling.
Yeah.
That's a tough one.
So I would say, what would Rip be? Lawful neutral? Because, he flips between good because he's your ally to
Yeah.
the death, especially. But he's also a bad man.
Bad's relative.
But he holds the law down because he beat the shit out of old man, what's his
Yeah.
name? Lloyd.
One
When
of my favorite characters on
Lloyd
that
crossed the line, and that was his right-hand
Yeah.
man.
And then he bought a guitar.
And even then, when he's beating the shit out of him, he's like, damn you, Lloyd,
Did Lloyd die?
for making me do this to you.
No. He was alive. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
he's
still
It's
alive.
been so long.
he's a real life cowboy.
Yeah. He was a
steel horse
rodeo
he rides.
rider. Number 2 for you, Brian.
Number 2 for me will be Alan Ritchson as Jack Reacher.
Good one.
Yum.
It was in my discussions.
Yep. Number 1
number
would
one,
be
Brian.
Titus Welliver as Harry Bosch.
In Bosch.
And Bosch.
Amazon's promoting the crap out of that series.
As they should.
Freebie has it on their has a Bosch channel.
So the spin-off that is exclusively made for Freebie.
Oh, really?
It's not actually on Amazon.
Is that Legacy?
Yes, Bosch Legacy.
Okay.
Yep. That's with his daughter.
Gotcha. Number 1 for you.
Number 1 for me. I'll save 3 and 4 as honorable mentions.
Okay.
But my true number 1, I love, Larry David, Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Ah, okay.
Self-centered asshole.
Do you look in the mirror a lot?
Yeah,
Anyways,
pretty much. That's why I like him.
Yeah. Jeff, number 1?
Number 1 for me was Klaus Hargreaves.
Okay. My number 1, I'm going to give you some quotes. You got to figure this out.
Oh, boy.
Bob Barker.
You're an ugly, ugly boy with bad hair. Let's see here. What do you have to be sad about? Did one of the Paw Patrol dogs die? Let's see here. The 28th, the sexiest of all days. Enjoy your trophies for winning nothing. Don't you dare settle for fine. It's Roy!
Oh.
Roy Kent from Ted Lasso.
He's here. He's there.
He's
everywhere.
everywhere.
Did you get my magnet?
I did not. I
Oh.
will be getting it tomorrow.
Okay.
There was something that I was waiting for to come in that was delayed at Paper Street. So it is in now, and I will be going tomorrow.
Now,
Roy Kent.
if you use Roy Kent quotes with curse words in them, we might have guessed it.
Look, most adults think kids need to be constantly entertained. It's bullshit. Truth is, they just want to feel like they're a part of your lives. Little idiots. Stupid barking means it's over, right? I've had it with your mind games and your stupid gifts. I mean, what even is A Wrinkle in Time?
Oh, the book he was forced to read, or Ted had him read.
Yes.
That was pretty good.
And
I
he's
like
on the
that.
treadmill reading it.
Yeah. He's reading into his daughter.
The scene
Or his niece.
of that show that sealed him being my favorite character
Yeah.
was when he was in the parking lot making fun of Ted Lasso, and he does the cowboy thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh
That
my
was
god.
I'm a rootin' tootin'
Yeah.
cowboy.
Oh my god. I'm like, done. That's it.
I love any scene he has with his niece.
Yeah.
Like, and then when he's trying to coach the soccer kid, the kids in soccer, you can't say that.
I do like though where they're going door to door trying to find a dentist.
Yes.
Yeah. Are you
I like when like it's like
fucking dentist?
well let's smell your breath and and after I forgot her name.
His
Girlfriend.
Keely.
Yeah.
Keely. After Keely did it, and it's like, it can't be that bad. You're like, oh, yes, it can.
I've been in locker rooms. It's fine.
I like when he goes to the counseling session. You need to talk about your niece and her art. And he gets looking at all
Yes.
and they're all boobs, and he looks at the teacher, and she's got a huge rack.
I like when he's the sports analyst on the show, and he calls out the coach. Well, that's because you're a horrible coach.
Because you're a horrible coach. Yeah, I know. That was good. I like it.
Former coach before Ted
Yes.
Lasso.
Yeah.
Let's see here real quick. I do wrap this sucker up here.
Can I do my honorables?
Yeah, real quick.
All right. Obviously, Only Murders in the Building. I love Oliver and Charles, Short and Martin. They're essentially playing themselves. I mean, if you're a fan of Martin and Short, there you go. And, of course, Laszlo with What We Do in the Shadows.
Jared Mills had my TV experience is all streaming services, so here it goes. Number 5, Little Leia from Obi-Wan series. She was adorable. Argyle from Stranger Things. Sabrina Spellman from Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. Kamala Khan from Ms. Marvel. And Eddie Munson from Stranger Things.
I agree with that choice.
Let's see here.
Pick.
Let's see.
The only bad thing about Eddie Munson is that it brought Metallica back.
Oh, wow.
But it was the good Metallica it brought back.
I know it was, but they're now like it's just like the same thing with like Kanye West when he had Paul McCartney on that song. Everyone's like, "Oh, if it weren't for Kanye West, nobody would know who Paul McCartney is." Well, if it weren't for Stranger Things, no one would know who Metallica is.
To be fair,
Plus,
To be fair, I think the person, or at least the one that really got the ball rolling, the guy was joking.
yes,
Or
but
it
it is cool to see like them reach out to him. Like he's got to go and like jam with them. He like went to a gigantic festival that they were at, and it was actually on stage with them playing that. So that's cool.
It's so weird seeing him like interview stuff or whatever, and it's like he's not Eddie anymore because
Right.
he's got like real short hair
normal.
and he has
Yeah,
a British
he doesn't
accent.
look anything like him.
And I'm like,
Yeah.
is that really the same guy?
Yeah. Or what's best, you're talking about what it did for Metallica. What about that Madonna song, Running Up That Hill?
You mean Kate Bush?
Kate Bush.
What?
anyways, from Brian Ow, he has Jay Nielsen from Forged in Fire.
Oh.
Leroy Jethro Gibbs from NCIS. Obi-Wan Kenobi from Kenobi. Did he watch the series? Sorry, Brian. Sorry, Brian. Chris Collins from Camille Chris.
I'm not familiar with
Might
that
be
one.
YouTube. He said some of these are YouTube. Linus Sebastian from Linus Tech Tips. So there you go. Steve from Everything I Learned from
Are
Movies.
these characters or are they actually playing themselves? Because Forge and Fire, is that the History Channel?
Yeah,
Still on
It's a
TV.
reality show.
It's a reality show.
I did tell him that it's okay. It's his choice. It's top 5.
Well, you know what? It is Hobie. You can do whatever the fuck you want.
That's why I said it.
All right.
And,
Which one? I'm just-
and then, I mean,
Would you pick Jay Nielsen as your favorite from that show?
I would probably say Doug's probably my favorite.
Aw, isn't that so nice? Big D's his favorite.
No, Doug Marcaida. Yeah, probably Doug.
Doug.
This one, Steve has an issue. I have an issue with this. He has Anthony Melcori, who is from Hotel Impossible, which is a fantastic show because the guy doesn't put up with BS. I don't think it's been on for like 4 years. So come on, Mal.
Is that Robert Irvine?
No.
Oh,
No, it's
That's
Hotel.
Restaurant.
Yeah.
I was wondering if he went
No, Hotel Impossible was amazing.
because when Gordon Ramsay did
Different
his
guy.
restaurant one, and then he went on and did a hotel one, and so
Yeah,
Gordon was
well,
doing a hotel one that
that's
didn't
because-
last more than 2 episodes. But
We also have Doug Marcodia from Forged in Fire.
Marcaida.
Why-
Yeah, we just
Doug Marcodia.
Yeah.
we
Thank you.
just
There's not an O in his name.
Yeah, there is.
Not in
that's
his
an A.
last name.
Anyways,
Yeah, no, right there, the second letter.
yeah. Jeez, Brian.
Unless they spelled it D-U-G.
No. Laszlo from What We Do in the Shadows. Bat.
Bat.
Frank Reynolds from Sunny in Philly.
Yay.
And Rick Sanchez from Rick and Morty. If Anthony, here we go. If Anthony doesn't count, then replace him with Mr. Fishador from Bob's Burgers. So there you go.
I do say Jim was going to. Not only he wasn't even going to pick Laszlo, he was going to take Jackie Daytona.
Oh, love women's volleyball.
Human bartender.
There you go. Titles for the show before we wrap this up here. Oh, sorry. Bad idea of the week. Spending number 509, spending $100 million on a movie and not releasing it.
I was going to say doxing yourself on Instagram Live and then dying.
Yeah. I was going to say, telling people where you would be and
Threatening
them.
and tell them
anyone
to
to
come
come
at
get
you.
you. And then you got.
Take pictures of Sweeney's house.
Well, you know what I was going to say? I forgot to talk about this, but Stranger Things, when they're going back through season 4, you see all the Easter egg things that people are finding, like the similar shirts for the people that wore like in that 70s
Oh,
show.
yeah.
And, I think about Eddie Munson, Munsters,
Yeah.
for example. What I really need to do is go back and do like all the Easter egg stuff that they've done in that show. I think it'd be great to get a compilation.
When
'Cause
I
they
was-
put a lot of thought into this.
When I was rewatching WandaVision, and I can't remember offhand, but like when I was rewatching it with my son, like there were small little things like, oh, that's a little thing, that's a hint, like this is that Agatha's a bad guy, or Vision is like there's little things out there. And it's like, man, that was good, just like little subtle things.
Maybe I'll have to go back and rewatch.
WandaVision's fun to rewatch.
Now that you know what happens, it's great to look at that stuff again and go, oh, it's right there.
Yep. Let's see here. Titles for the show. I have To Plum. That's Don't Go Branding My Heart. Best Intern in the Business. And that's all I have. Anyone else?
I have Real Life Bond Villain. Remember Growing Up? Hobiegasm. Bob Vila of Sex Rooms. The Sponge Floor. And What's Bakalova with You?
Brian?
I had remove the meat with your mouth only.
That's a little wordy. A little mouthy.
He's not a great anything.
Do you like that one?
Those are the only two that I wrote down.
I like the
know.
Sponge Floor.
The Sponge Floor.
I like Best Intern in the Business.
I will never argue with that.
But then we can't use it again.
Yes, true.
Once
I
I
do
use
like
it
Don't Go
now.
Branding My Heart.
Don't go Brandon, my heart.
Bob Vila of Sex Rooms is good.
Are you spelling it Brandon?
No.
Oh.
Okay, give me one. Give me one. Hurry. 3.
What's
2.
Bakalova with You?
That's a lot of words. I don't know how to spell
It's
that.
4 words. It's 4 words.
I don't know how to spell it.
Bakalova, the Greek dessert.
Change approved. Roger says goodbye.
So it's the Sponge Floor.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Walking Dead to Talking Heads, from comic books to TV sets. There's a history, not so bad. There's the history. It's the history of bad, so bad. The history of bad, it's bad. History of bad ideas. Podcast.
Hey, Jeff.
Yes, Brian.
Why does the Norway Navy have barcodes on the side of their ships?
I don't know, Brian. Why does the Norway Navy have barcodes on the sides of their ships?
So when they come back to port, they can Scandinavian.
Ba-dum-bum.
Thank you, Brian Hour.
You are listening to a Hobie.